Anyways, welcome, guys. It's been a long time. Let's get to the show, yeah? Fuck. Fuck.
But
Hello, everybody.
Oh, Train, what the fuck is up, pussy?
Who was that? Was that you, Seer?
Yeah, bitch, what's up?
Why did you bleep out fuck, but you said pussy? I think pussy's a much nastier
Yo,
word than fuck.
what the fuck did you just fucking say to me?
you missed it again. Nope, you missed it. Try
Hey,
again.
Trainwreck, what the
Nope,
fuck
that's
did
his
you
name.
just fucking say to me, pussy?
Try again.
Hey, you fucking heard me, Bradley Cooper looking ass.
Keep trying.
Bro, I ain't gonna be your anal champ tonight, okay?
What, you're going to be or not going to be?
I'm not gonna be your anal champ
Are you
tonight.
gonna be his wide people pussy?
Ooh, that's kind of hot.
Oh, fuck.
I'm going to keep it a buck with you, Seer. You're looking cute tonight.
Bro, I'm frustrated tonight, but I'm excited for what's gonna happen.
I wouldn't mind spreading that ass cheek apart and sticking my cock right in between, to be honest.
Sheesh.
Yeah, Hassan, that was funny, wasn't it?
Where the fuck's our co-host? The fuck's this guy at, huh? Wait, why is my camera like this?
You up dancing?
Dude, I'm here.
Oh, there he
Yo.
is. Yo. Wait, Slasher, you're here. Holy fuck, dude. This has got to be the first time you're here without me saying, where the fuck is Slasher? Good shit, dude. What is that, Chipotle or some shit?
I see broccoli.
Oh, shit. My shit's going to crash. Wait, no, we're back.
Oh,
Wait,
he's
this
muted.
game is 98 gigs?
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I'm fucked, bro. I got to make some room.
Yeah, that's
It's
what I'm
huge.
doing.
98 gigs?
Yes.
Yeah, I can't get mine to work at all. So
98 gigs. Who the fuck downloads a game that's 98 gigs?
What game?
None of you,
GTA.
apparently.
How big is World of Warcraft?
Like 5 gigs?
No shot.
No, I think it's like 120, isn't it? It's pretty big.
3 or 4. 4 or
I don't
5.
know.
5 or 6.
Bro, World of
Just making
Warcraft
it up.
is big. Call of Duty's pretty big too, I think, right?
I think
Call of
Duty's
Duty's-
150.
Fucking huge.
Yeah, and then Call of Duty has updates every fucking 3 days, and it's never like just the update. I feel like it's always the whole fucking game.
Yeah, you have to re-download it.
Wait, really?
Yeah, every time COD updates, you have to re-download like most of the file size. Used to
Really?
anyway. I don't know if they figured that out.
Hey,
Hey.
Yo.
how you doing? What's up, boys?
Hey, Will.
yo, what the fuck is up?
Just know that I'm not going to say too much, but just know in the upcoming weeks or months there's a position that's opened up, and just know that your boy, helped make that happen. So don't forget, with the new power you'll have, whose channel to stop by often.
Are you? Is that how you're telling me that you want to have sex with me too, or what's going on here? What
Well, if you
position?
don't know, you'll know soon. And when you do know,
Okay.
this will make a lot of sense. Just remember everything, okay?
All right,
need-
I'll remember.
I need about 875 subs to hit 10K again. Boys, we need Twitch Prime Tier 1s, okay? And we need gifted subs. Will, you remember what I'm saying right now in the next
Okay.
coming weeks, months,
I
okay?
will remember.
It'll
I'm
make
gonna
sense
remember
too
I was
soon. Don't
here.
worry. You'll
I'm
receive a
committing
call.
it to memory.
You'll receive a call
fuck
soon. Don't
yeah.
worry. I've
Fuck
made
yeah.
some crazy things happen. The Scuffed podcast has done crazy things for a lot of people. And when I like you, I like you. So just remember this, okay?
I did. I'll remember. Hell
Good.
yeah.
Good. How have you been, Blastoise?
I'm trying to clean up my computer, but I'm good.
Nice.
Dude, I've actually been really good. It's been fun streaming and then also doing consulting on the side and like not working the corporate life. So it's been really good.
You're
Yeah, I
like
actually love it.
out. You're like out now, right, man?
I am out.
Congratulations.
I
Ooh.
flamed some kids in Valorant and was like, holy shit. If
Did you
this
tell
gets
everybody at Riot how you truly felt on your way out? Burn some bridges.
No.
I'm just kidding.
well, I think I left there with a lot of love. I mean, obviously,
Of course.
anyone doesn't agree with anything that a company does, but I actually still generally like feel really good about Riot as a company that's like, I think they're generally like doing some pretty sweet stuff in games. Obviously, they fuck up all the time. No one ever lets us forget that. But like, I'm really excited for what they continue to do with games. So
Yeah, good shit.
Damn, they really lost the true soldier, defending them even after, you leaving. They should have taken better care of you, huh?
Hey, listen, I spend way too much money on Valorant skins now. That shit's overpriced, but the game's fucking fun. I love it.
You bet me $1,000 you're gonna rank higher than me. You're in fucking gold. I didn't even realize how trash you were until I checked your VOD the other day.
Damn,
it's not even gonna be remotely even close. Yeah, I'm gonna take all your money free.
That's on one of my Smurfs. I was D3 like 2 seasons ago. I'm kind of messing around. Listen.
Yeah, for sure,
we have $1,000 on. Like I said, you tell me when we're starting and I'll go. But can we do it after the no pixel stuff? Thanks.
You know, I think
Free.
Russ made a huge error not giving me a skin, dude.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I told you, dude, you can't make a skin out of the scrap wheel.
Would it be like an ape mask?
They could a CS:GO knife. So that combat knife, that's cool as fuck. Imagine my skin was a karambit variation in CS:GO. That's an emerald karambit.
Sick.
If you don't know what that is, just Google it. Emerald karambit CS:GO. Imagine I had that knife in Rust, like as a tribute to my gambling. I'm telling you right now, they made a mistake. See, like their game right now, they released it today, right, a day before No Pixel. But see, if they would have bought me out and I would have stayed there instead of No Pixel because of that skin, things could have been different. This podcast could have been a Rust podcast, and instead it's not. Twitch has learned that the hard way, you know? So
it is what it is.
That's exactly right. It is what it is. S-Fan, where have you been, brother?
Dude, I've been everywhere, man. I've been busy.
Yeah, dude.
I've been so busy.
I mean,
dude, I was talking about this earlier. I miss you, dude. I used to be for like the first 100 episodes. I was on almost every single one.
I know, dude. I'm surprised your secretary could pencil you now that you're a CEO.
Yeah, well, you know, it is what it is. It's just a day in the life.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm glad I could get you here, dude. CEO of OTK.
Fucking CEO.
Yep, we got a CEO here. He's big time now.
Co-CEO.
I mean, look at that house he's in. Look at that background. Holy fuck, this guy's
That
upgraded.
Christmas tree.
He's already. It's because he's still celebrating.
This motherfucker's probably got a private jet in his garage.
Dude, we're broke.
Well, for what it's worth, don't worry. From what I know 100 Thieves is also broke, but they're very successful. So what that means is, if you're broke, if you're broke right now, you're probably gonna be very rich in like 3, 4, 5 years.
Yeah.
Spend it now, you'll make more later.
Buy low, sell
I'm sure
high.
that's good advice.
Right?
Or buy high because that's when it's the most valuable.
Yep.
Yeah, baby. Now we're fucking.
Buy,
like
buy,
that.
buy.
That's
OTK
true.
to the moon, baby. Hold the fucking line.
I can't see the name since actually I can. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say
So-
who's shitlord, but I got it.
Train, what are you looking forward to? What are you looking forward to tonight?
Brother, I have nothing to look for. What do you mean?
Whoa.
I have nothing to look
Where did
forward
that
to,
come
okay.
from? What was that? Is that a
Are we
slip up?
mundane?
No, he's a streamer. That's just how we all feel.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
That's right. All right, let's get to introductions. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Top left corner. Most of us know him as Nathan, but the majority of us know him as Blastoise. He looks like a fucking dick. And that's about it. Welcome, Nathan. Blastoise, Nathan.
Damn, he's gonna.
That's
do
a
it like
good ass
that.
intro.
Thanks, brother. How you doing, Nathan? You're muted, buddy. Told you he's a dick. You're still muted, dumbass. You're muted.
Wait, this guy worked for Riot.
Oh my god, I'm trolling. Oh, I trolled. I was on Push Talk. Oh, I was gonna say, when you said my name, Nathan, like my first name, no one ever calls me that. Everyone calls me Blastoise or Blau. So you saying Nathan? Like I kind of like.
You like that?
Did your skin get hot?
Yeah. Go on to the next person. I need a minute.
Like it when Train says your
Not
name?
bad. Yeah, Nathan. Hey, Nath. Hey, Nathan. Nathan, get your ass over here, boy. To the right of Nathan, we have somebody that most of you know him as the Scuffed Bradley
go.
Cooper. He has
That's
4
fucked up.
eyes, long hair, a
That's
beard,
fucked up.
and a very small head. Makes me almost think that someone was smoking cigarettes when they shouldn't have been. Welcome, Seer. Hopefully no one got that joke, so I'll probably get banned for it. All right. Welcome, Seer. How you doing, brother?
Not bad, dude. Just, glad to be on another episode. Looking forward to making a fool of myself again.
Yeah.
Talking. Great conversations.
It's always good having you here, Seer.
Yeah. Thank you for having me here tonight. Trainwreck.
Thanks for being here, Seer. Are you excited for No
Anytime.
Pixel?
I'm not doing it tomorrow.
You're not doing it tomorrow, so
No.
why the fuck did Spaceboy invite you?
Clout.
Oh, okay, cool. To the right of Seer.
bro.
To the right of Seer. Co-host, co-producer, everything mature, organized, everything that is adult-like in this podcast, everything that is fucking great, everything that has any meaning or greatness to it. Welcome, EsdandTV. How you doing, brother?
God damn it.
Yo. Hey, how's it going, guys?
It's too good to be
this
true.
thing. I write the scripts, I write the prompts, and I write the actors in all the show. My name is Esdman. I'm here a lot of times, and I used to not be here very much, but now I'm here every single week. Nice to meet me.
Without
Nice
a
to meet
US fan, the show could not go on.
You're welcome.
thank
and
you.
also thank you.
No problem. To the
I'm
left
excited.
Oh, go ahead, please.
I'm excited.
I think that was the whole statement.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
fuck.
good. To the left of EsdandTV and to the right of Bradley Cooper, co-host, co-producer, looking actually very good. Hair's looking actually very clean and on point. Beautiful skin today. Looks actually extra happy. Welcome, EsdandTV.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here, man. It's been so long since I've been on here. Really, really cool. So, again, really, really happy to be here. And,
Yeah.
I'm really happy to be here.
I'm happy that you're here too.
Yeah. Also, I'm very happy to be here as well.
Yeah, I'm very happy you're back.
You
To the
make
right of
us
Seer.
really
and
happy.
to
I'm
the-
excited.
Yeah. Well, I'm very happy to be here. Like I said.
You
Guys-
make all of us so happy.
We need 100
To be
gifted
here.
subs like 8 times, okay, guys? We got to
Not
hit
it.
10K subs. Bring it in, guys. Seriously. Yo, Cash, I need 100 right now. No cap. To the left of Esvan, to the right of Seer, co-host,
Who's Esvan?
co-producer, sipping his coffee right now as we speak. Clean cut haircut, looks happy. Everything organized, mature, professional about the podcast. Everything great. Welcome, Devin Nash.
Okay, I wasn't sure. Hello, thank you. It's an honor to be here.
Well, I'm glad you could join us.
But the
Devin.
real honor is having EsdandTV with us tonight.
Well, it is what it is. Day in the life.
The true CEO.
Yep,
Thank
the
you.
true CEO
Yes.
of OTK.
You're welcome.
I'm not going to be able to do much on Twitch now that I've accepted my new position in Amazon. So
Yep.
Mhm.
Congratulations,
Nash is
Devin.
the
Thank
CEO of Amazon.
thank
Wow.
you. Yes, it's an obvious choice.
Mm.
Yep.
Mhm.
Mhm. Mhm.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Below Nathan, long hair, blonde or brown, something of that color. Most of you know him for his role as a father in Lion King. Welcome, voice actor for Mufasa, Will Neff.
Everything the light touches is your kingdom.
That was my line. I actually improv that. And originally the line was, hey, you see where the elephants start dying? Stop there. And I said, Disney, that's just not going to hit with kids.
Yeah, yours was better.
Yeah.
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 That was really good. Do that again.
Everything the light touches is our kingdom.
I thought the guy tells Simba he's his father or something.
That too.
And then, yeah.
It was both.
I don't
I'm
get
sorry,
it.
what?
I thought Simba knew
Yeah,
he was
doesn't he?
his father.
No, doesn't Mufasa tell Simba he's his dad? And then it's like this whole thing about like he was following Rafiki and
I
Rafiki trained
am
him,
your
and Simba was
father.
adopted by Timon and Pumbaa. And then, oh, that's the other James Earl Jones movie. My bad.
No, you were right.
The Sandlot?
I think it was Sandlot too.
Oh.
Right on cue, Cash App. I love that 100 gifted. Yo, Will Neff, take notes right now. Open your eyes
I'm
and
excited.
stare at it.
Yep.
Something's coming that you don't know yet, but when it does, you'll know. And just look at this right here. Remember this.
Okay. All right.
Just Take notes and remember it, okay? You don't know yet. I know, but you don't know. But when you do know, you will know. Do you understand?
No, it's very cryptic, but I'm taking notes.
Take notes. Cash App, thanks for the 100 gifted. Guys,
Damn.
take after Cash App. We need to hit 10K subs again, okay? We cannot. We're going to be 8K subs soon. That's embarrassing. Someone of my size, it can't happen, okay?
Someone of your stature.
At my stature, that's exactly right, guys. We need to hit
How tall are
10K
you?
subs.
Someone of your
6'1".
girth.
Oh,
At
yeah.
least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd kill.
Yeah,
I'd
keep it
kill for
coming.
5K.
Oh, you'll get there. Once 5K happens, you'll be like, once you get
Yeah.
it, it's easy.
I'm in.
6K, then 7K.
Cash App. See, hey, Will, take notes. Just keep looking, okay? Do not
Okay,
forget this,
I'm
Will.
noting.
Well, do you have
Right. Okay.
Do not forget this,
Goddamn.
okay? You know I am the people's person. You know what I
Yes.
do. So always
People's
remember
man.
that. Yes.
Yes.
Cash App, thanks for another 100 gifted.
Train
You
is for
absolute
the people.
That's exactly right. Thank you, Cash App. Oh, Cash App.
Will, remember the notes.
Another 100 gifted.
notes, Will.
Absolutely legendary. Will, keep looking. Keep
Yeah.
staring.
Yes.
Do you see
That-
what happens?
The notes, Will.
When you
Yeah.
know, when you know,
So
which
many
you,
notes.
you will know soon, but when you will know what I will know.
The
You
notes,
will
Will.
know what I do know. And when you will know to know. Do you understand?
Beautiful. I understand. I fucking understand.
Trust me, you one day, what I know will call you. And that know
Yes.
will let you know what you need to know. And look again. Take notes again. Another 100 gifted subs.
I don't
My God.
fucking believe it.
Look, that's 400 gifted. Chat. Cash App needs a little bit of help, okay? There's got to be some oil princes in the 15,000 watching right now, okay? Guys, help them out. Get us to 10K. We're almost there. We're only, 400 or 500 away. Cash App, thank you for the 400 gifted subs. $2,000. Miskiff.
PogChamp.
Miskiff, 27 months, tier 1. You're so fucking loud. Hey, Miskiff. I'm even louder when I'm 8.2 inches deep inside your anal cavity. You just wait. I groan like
That's
a
all,
fucking
Train?
lion.
That's it.
Hey, Will. Look again.
I'm taking notes.
Do you still have
Taking out
notes?
400 gifted.
Another 100. Not 500 gifted.
Cash App. You can trade Bitcoin on it. You can buy stocks. You can also give Twitch Primes or gifted subs to train the streamer of the people.
That's
Man of the
right.
people, a
That's
hero.
500 gifted subs from Cash App. Code
Some
TwitchTV
people-
for $10. Make sure to get it. Cash App, you absolute sexy devil motherfucker. Hey, Will, listen.
Yes.
When you know what I know, when you realize that what I know, I was a part of, you will understand that what you see is what you will soon know, and what you will be told will have a grin on your face. But just remember that what you will find out and what I know now, this is what's happening. Look again.
Is this a Bible verse?
Look again. 600 gifted subs.
Jeez.
Take
That's a lot of
notes
subs.
right now, Will. Something's coming for you, Will. I can't say much, but when it comes, just remember what you are witnessing, what you bear
Yes.
witness to
Just
on this
remember
podcast
my
tonight.
touch. Remember my touch. That rhymes.
600 gifted subs. Guys, get some hearts in chat for Cash App. Oh, man. 66 more gifted subs. That's
That's what I'm talking about. Good
666
shit.
subs.
Yes, Cash App knows. Good shit, Cash App.
666 gifted
more, no
subs,
less.
Will.
That's it.
Metal as fuck.
Listen,
Yeah.
Metal
no.
as fuck.
I need to step back right now. Seer and Will,
Yes.
what church were you a part of in Rust?
Church of the Blood God.
Blood God.
Do you think it's a coincidence that I bring you on this podcast, both of you together as one? Cash App gift 666 subs, and I'm telling you right now that there is something I know that you will soon know, but you don't know. Do you find it
Whoa.
coincidental? Do
Am I
you
going to be
think-
assassinated?
Do you think your role as a prophet ends in Rust?
Oh my God.
No, I'm going to be a millionaire this year.
A strong word.
That's right, baby.
Something is coming, Will. So keep your fucking eyes open, and when it comes, there'll be an opportunity of a lifetime through the connections made. And believe me, you will only move up when you accept it. But just remember who I am, and remember what you see, what you bear witness to right here in this chat.
Yes.
Did you
are
buy
the-
Will a church?
Now
We'll see.
that's a good idea.
Will, look behind you. Will, look behind you.
God.
Cash App, thank you guys. Hearts and chat for Cash App for that absolute love. Now I need you guys to Twitch Prime because we're 191 subs away, and you guys need to do the rest of the work. I'm dead fucking serious, okay? Guys, hearts and chat for Cash App right now at Cash App. Let's continue with our introduction. To the right of Will Neff, the Prophet. Most of you know him for his role and his panel on Fox News and CNN. Sports journalist. Leaks things before the leaker knows it's going to be leaked. Knows things before things are. Some could call him God. Others, a shitty journalist. Welcome, Slasher.
I was just going to say this is probably the best intro you've ever given me, but I should have known the end was coming. But thank you, Train.
Wait, say that last sentence again, and Will, pay attention. What is coming?
Yes.
I should have known it was coming.
No, you said the end is coming. Do you find it coincidental that we have 666 subs gifted? That, Will, there's something that you need to know, but you don't know. And Slasher, right after I introduce him, after you, Will, he says the end is coming. Do you find that coincidental?
I don't know what to think anymore.
Does everybody here not hail Satan? Am I the only one
Hail
who hails Satan?
Okay.
You're not getting amen.
Let's move the fuck on. To the right of Slasher, we have somebody that probably doesn't want to be himself right now because he looks like Chris Pratt, and Chris Pratt got a lot of heat yesterday. But I defended Chris Pratt. I defended
You know what? Chris Pratt saw your tweet. Of course he did. He really appreciates you defending.
He better appreciate me. I was the only one that hashtag.
What happened with Chris
I was
Pratt?
shit talking.
To be fair, that was a little ridiculous.
It was ridiculous as hell. Hell yeah.
What happened?
I liked your tweet. I don't know if you saw that.
We'll talk about it on the podcast, Blasters. Hold on,
supposedly we'll talk about it on the podcast.
Yes, there you go. Thank you. Welcome, Space Boy.
Hey.
Is there gonna
How's it going?
Is there gonna be a time in your life when you change it from Space Boy to Space Man?
Well, I've thought about it, but you know, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
For 18 years.
I'm sorry, what? Keep the name for 18 years?
Yeah.
Okay. Keep the persona for 18 years and then just go full spaceman.
That would be some crazy lore.
Yeah, that'd be one for the lore masters.
Oh, fuck. I keep forgetting to check my.
After 18 years of Space Boy, he grew up. I'd read that.
To the right of Spaceman, we have Spaceman's friend. I can't hear you laugh because you're muted, dickhead.
Oh, listen, I'm sorry about that.
It's okay. You look like a friend of mine. He plays Diablo 2.
Fuck with Diablo 2.
Yo, D2 is so good.
Diablo 2's best game
Stay
ever.
a while and listen.
Wait, is this the same friend who
Stay a while and
doesn't want to
listen.
come on the biggest podcast on Twitch?
Yep, no, it's
Different friend.
it's a different. He's in the military. He's stationed in Korea. He plays Diablo 2. He's a good motherfucker.
and listen.
Listen, I'm just here because Space Boy said that if I came, he said he couldn't find anyone else and he was going to give me a hand job later. So,
Whoa.
I didn't say later. I said as soon as possible.
You guys
On
live
the
together?
pod.
Is he in the same house?
No, I'd have to travel.
No,
at this
different-
point, I
different
live in the
state.
same house.
It'd be worth it.
How many hands would he have to use, Trav?
listen, dude, I know you said 8.2 earlier, but I'm like a 3.2, dude. I'm not going to fucking lie.
I'm going to keep it a stack. My cock's already public information. It's not an 8.2. It's a 6.5.
Well, respect, brother.
You definitely got
I'm
one of those big-
7.12.
Now, this guy's got one of those big cocks. I could tell from his neck tats. You know what I'm talking Are those neck
Yeah.
tats?
Yeah, that's actually exactly why I got him, because I wanted people to think that. But
You have one that says Magnum Dong, right?
I actually have a tattoo of a vagina in my armpit.
Fucking hot.
Wow, that's actually
Yeah, that
sexy.
is sick. Yes,
Well,
that
it's like the Sarlacc from Star Wars, the combination between that and the movie Teeth, and then a vagina.
Which is an accurate depiction. So
That's just vagina in
of a
general.
vagina. Yeah, exactly. Got to be very careful when you stick your cock in there. Before you know it, she'll own your cock more than you do. Below, welcome, Trav Piper.
Yeah,
Welcome,
thanks for
bro.
having me.
Hey, thanks for being here, brother. I got to find your picture. Shit, where the fuck's it at? There it is. Welcome, brother. I realized I couldn't see. I should have turned that on a while ago since we're talking about you. There we go. Welcome, Trav Piper. Is that your Twitch name, Trav Piper?
Yeah, it is.
Is that your name?
That is my fucking
Travis Piper?
Yeah, I'm not really fucking creative.
Let me ask you a question, Trav Piper. Do you find it coincidental that I think you have a big cock and your name is Trav Piper?
Hmm.
I mean, I've heard there are no such things as coincidences, so...
Do you think that's a coincidence, that there are no such thing as coincidences?
I honestly couldn't answer that one.
Let me ask you a question, Trav Piper.
Oh, here it comes.
Would you say that possibility can justify certainty?
Absolutely.
False, Trav Piper. Possibility can't be used to justify certainty. Yet we all do it so often. You understand?
Listen, I'm not that smart, but I'm going to take your word for it.
Train, did you join the Illuminati?
Did I?
Yeah, you've gotten real culty today.
Yeah, kind of weird train.
Yeah. There's a lot.
I'm loving it. I'm really liking this train.
I like this arc.
Is this your
I like
RP
this arc.
character?
No.
Character? What are you talking about?
What are you guys talking about? Yeah, there's no character.
Oh, no.
It's just train is normally like this off stream.
Do you think that the GTA RP world, do you think those characters in that world believe they are characters?
Bro, dude, I know one thing. When you take out a gun and you point at people, they run and they scream for their lives. You know,
You know
who's
what's
to
crazy?
say that their lives aren't real to them?
Who's to say that we're not being played right now?
Oh, shit.
We believe we have free will, but what if our free will is just an extension of the free will of someone playing us? Thus still being free will, but not actually breaking any rules.
I'm about to have an ego death, and I'm not even high right now.
Yes.
What character are you a video game in, do you think?
The Sims 8.
Who says this is a video game?
Mm.
Below Slasher, diagonal bottom of Spaceman, and to the right
Diagonal.
of Prophet Will. Welcome, Sir Judd.
I love Judd.
Hello. I'll be sad today. I'm a little sad.
Why are you sad?
My girlfriend break up with me.
Broke up with you?
Yeah.
How do you mean?
She broke up because she said we can't go out no more, but she said we can still be brother and sister.
Oof, then you're still
That's
not broken
nice.
up.
Hell yeah.
That's
You
the way I
won.
like it.
There it is. There it is.
Hello. How's it going?
Hey, guys. Anyways, welcome to Scuffed Podcast 128, everybody. Welcome, Sir Judd. Welcome, Trav Piper, for your first times here. Welcome, everybody else. Devin, how was everything?
Judd.
How's life?
Just Judd.
I'll just call you Judd. All right, great. Judd. I guess Sir
Judd.
Judd makes you sound old. How old are you, Judd?
33?
33. Good for you. Good for you. Esfan, where have you been in my life, dude? What's going on?
Dude, I've been in freaking the north.
Yeah, just goddamn a stranger these days, huh?
Dude, we need to have Corona end so we can actually freaking do stuff. I was literally talking about this earlier today, how what was it, almost 2 years ago now. But we used to do everything, IRL, and we were always just doing random stupid stuff and games and
cooking
PUBG
streams
and
yeah,
cooking streams, everything, and it was Classic came out, and then there was a Classic WoW hype wave or whatever, and then after that Corona hit. It was the worst. So,
I mean, well, the good news is, by the time Corona is over, Diablo 4 and Overwatch 2 will still not be out yet. So you have time.
True.
Do you think that Diablo 4 and Overwatch are when do you think Corona will start slowing down?
I don't think we're going to be able to do shit until next year. All the people that are planning music festivals and esports events this year are all fucking insane. Everybody's insane. We are fucked. This country is still fucked. Doesn't seem like it's getting any better anytime soon. I really
Wait, why? We're doing 1 million vaccines a day.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was looking at
Doing pretty good.
I was actually looking at a chart, and it said, at least, I don't know if it was in Austin or there was somewhere where at least there's a downtrend, right? But this whole time it's always been up, down. Oh, we're fine, and then all of a sudden it just spikes back up again. So I don't know.
In
At
terms
least
of, like it's being back to normal, maybe, but I definitely don't see like a big music festival or even a gaming event. Like I don't see a PAX or a BlizzCon or the international any of that shit happening.
At least not in the United States.
At
Well,
least
you
not in the
know what's
United
crazy?
States.
Yeah, definitely not here. I don't even think in Europe either. I think you got to be in like
Definitely.
Australia, New Zealand, or something. If you want to
Or
party.
another country.
I think in Florida they're actually. I just
Don't
saw,
you fucking say it.
Yeah, I
Don't
just saw-
even fucking say it.
I literally just saw something posted for like a couple months away for a music event in Florida. I mean, maybe I'm joking,
Well,
but-
they never shut anything down in Florida. Florida's just been proceeding as normal.
I mean, that shit is
For
crazy.
a
All
long time.
DJs and promoters that are like doing events in Florida are fucking dipshits.
Yeah, it's fucking weird.
Don't they have
Yeah.
that instant COVID test that just came out? That's like really efficient and like you do it within seconds. The anal one.
They're
Oh,
suppository.
Yeah.
Wait, do they do that?
Yeah. So you stick your finger like deep in your ass, and when you pull it out, you lick it, and if you can taste it, then you don't have COVID.
They said you can. Well, they said you can taste the corona.
You taste the shit, but you know,
Anal champ.
you lose your taste.
Yeah.
Listen,
No, this is true. Actually, I heard about this too. I've been testing myself every day for a week, and
With
I
that
still
method?
have. Yeah, I can still taste like normal. So, but I don't really have like a control, right? So I'm just kind of assuming it's normal.
Mm.
But I'm just gonna keep testing, and if it changes at any point, then I'll know I'll have corona. So I'm just gonna keep doing this, I guess, for the rest of my life.
It could be.
Yeah.
It could go wrong because you could just get used to the taste and then think that you can't taste.
Yeah.
If you do it too much.
Yeah. I don't know. I gotta think about it.
Yeah.
Or maybe
It's the
change fingers.
dopamine
Maybe
high that gets me.
Well,
I
here's
think
the
I
thing.
should start changing fingers.
Guys, I need you. I gotta say something to you guys. You've
Yeah.
missed a very crucial detail in your test.
All right.
Mm.
If you do have corona and you do the test,
You don't have fingers.
you'll always be positive that you're negative.
Mm.
Because on corona, you cannot taste.
Mm.
Ooh, he's right. He just threw you guys through a loop because you lose your tasting. So
Yeah, so
doing
how
the
does this
test, doing the anal test
Mhm.
would not actually function.
That's
He
right.
actually poses a very good point.
Yeah, that's the joke.
Yeah, that was it. That was it.
No, it's not a joke.
Not a
Does
joke.
corona
guys,
seem like a joke to
anal
you?
testing is no joke. I've had 4 today, and they're very efficient.
How
Okay.
Why did you need 4 COVID tests in one day?
The first one was to find out. The rest were for fun.
It's because, listen, Space Boy, let me fill you in. So
Yeah.
he went to Sear first, and as you can
Yeah.
tell from Sear's stature and size, his fingers are quite small. So afterwards, he hit his best friend Hassan up, and you know Hassan's fingers are like one dick each, right? He's 6'6". The guy's fingers literally the size of probably all of our dicks, right? So after that, he realized he only needs one. He got 3 from Sear and 1 from Hassan.
You got to figure it out.
I do. I have everything figured
You
out
gotta
today.
figure
I
it
have
out.
the answers today. I did a spell.
Have you gotten your anal swab train?
No, there's one. If there's one thing I don't let people
I feel
touch.
like you'd be really eager to do that.
No, you know it's crazy because I'm a very open person. I'm very easygoing. I'm cool with whatever.
Yeah, that ass is open.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no,
Wide
yeah.
open. Busted.
I'm
Listen.
very, very easygoing. I'm very cool. I'm down to earth. I'm down for whatever, right? But if there's one thing I'm not down for, it's anyone getting near my ass. This one time in college, I was in the bathroom, and you know this is not going to be a good story to tell because it's going to perpetuate cocaine memes. But I was probably like 22 lines deep. You know, I was probably 1 or 2 lines before overdosing, and I was so fucking coked up, my cock started getting soft. Right. This chick's on her knees just sucking me off, and she's just going. I don't know how, man. I'm gonna be real with you. You know, not my usual type. She was one of those chubby chicks, you know. But goddamn,
What was she wearing?
that stereotype. Whew, those chubby chicks know how to give that fucking dome. Anyways, I'm sitting there getting my dick sucked in this chick's bathroom, and I remember she tried slipping a finger in my ass, and I swiped that shit so fast. I'm like, do not ever do that again. And she went back to sucking my dick, and the night ended. So it was a fucking crazy time. So I know that I do not want anything near my ass.
So
That's my
you've never
story.
had a prostate exam.
No.
No COVID test?
I'm
Oh,
too young.
God.
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 30.
I had my first prostate exam at 30.
Is that because
I'm 31? Should I have done
because
that?
of like a IBS or something?
No, okay. I was traveling a lot for work. I was working for a music producer, and we were traveling nonstop. It was like 4 days on the road. We were flying everywhere, and I got super dehydrated, and I ended up getting kidney stones, and I didn't know what. Yeah, so I called the doc. I was like, "Yo, I don't know what's wrong. I think I have kidney stones." He's like, "No, it's probably your prostate." So I didn't even know what a prostate was, to be honest. Like I said, I'm a dumb motherfucker. But anyway, so like the night before I was living in California, and it's just like Taco Bell is like a stone's throw away. So I go get some Taco Bell. You know, I get up in the morning. The appointment's first thing in the morning. Drink a cup of coffee, and I go in, and all of a sudden, like, dude, I get the bubble guts, and it's like this private practice, and there's like all these little old ladies sitting around and shit, and they call me in, and they're like, you know, like, let's do this, and the doctor's like, all right, drop trowel, and I was like, cool. So like pull down my pants, and like I'm just like making eye contact with the doctor, and it's fucking weird because I thought he was like gonna grab on my balls or some shit. So you know, he's like, no, he's like, can you turn around? And like I didn't really have time to process what was going on. And like I was like, what's he gonna do? Fucking grab my balls from the back? And before I could even think about what the fuck was gonna happen, he ended up sticking his finger in my ass, and I shit on him a little bit.
Really?
Yeah, that was that's my prostate story.
So, but you didn't have a prostate problem. You had kidney stones.
Yeah. So I got fingered in the asshole by a doctor just for his pleasure, I guess. Yeah, I ended up having kidney stones.
And he's just like, are you sure? Like, you don't have kidney? Are you sure you have kidney stones? And they just kind of kept rubbing around.
Yeah, listen, looking back, I probably could have filed something for like malpractice or something. But I mean, it's like one of those things where it's like
he gets done with your prostate exam. He's like, "Yep, you definitely have strep throat. I'm sure of it."
And then he did the COVID test, and he tasted my shit.
Did you have COVID?
What was that? I did.
Unfortunate.
Story,
That happens.
That's very unfortunate.
Wow.
I got to ask you guys a question.
Okay.
How many of you fuckers are streaming right now?
I'm not streaming.
How many what?
I never do that on this show. You know that.
Not me.
No,
I am.
It's completely okay. If there's ever one I don't want you to, that's exclusive. I'll let you guys know. Right now, you're completely good. I just wanted to ask.
Oh, I'm gonna start.
Wait, I thought all of these.
I'm playing Madden.
No, they are exclusive.
Yeah.
They are all exclusive. What I meant was, I don't know. I'm just too nice, Devin.
Oh, I see.
Hold on.
Maybe
I'll do it for you. Hey, motherfuckers, this is a business. Don't be fucking streaming.
Train, you did it wrong. This is whenever you, like Devin says, I thought they were exclusive, and that's whenever you say, you're right, it is exclusive over on Apple Podcasts. No. You know what I mean? That's when you do the
Set
pitch.
you up.
Oh,
Yeah, Devin was
nice.
giving you a layup, dude.
Feeding you for copyright.
And to the same guy that asked, "Where's Mo?" I invited Mo. Mo is busy. You fucking dumb motherfuckers. Thank you. Anyways, no, I personally don't give a fuck, right? You're all my fucking friends. I don't really give a shit. As Will said, I'm for the people. You know, if I eat, I want all of you to eat. But the problem is, here's what happens, right? I let one of you do it, then all of you start doing it. And then once all of you start doing it, there's no fucking point of even having a goddamn fucking podcast because we're all fucking having the podcast. Does that make any sense? It just, if one of you guys did it each stream, I wouldn't give a fuck, right?
No, you know what, Train?
But after I let Will do it, now fucking 6 other people are doing it. I'm going overboard.
I'm not doing it.
Did I turn off mine? Facebook didn't give me the rules, dude. You just invited me in.
Well, I personally don't give a fuck, but I'm sure Casper.
No, it's weird. It's weird. No, it's weird. You're right.
I wanted to know how you felt
Train is
about
totally wrong. Train, you're actually completely wrong. You're thinking way too old about this. All of the new way to do streaming is let everybody stream. Then you combine the viewership, you combine the total views, you combine the hours watched.
Yeah, I personally don't give a fuck. I don't listen, Slasher. I don't give.
I'm
a
guilty.
Shit.
I'm guilty.
Slasher, I actually don't give a fuck. I care.
roll into the podcast while I'm on my buzz and I'm like, you know, my stream buzz, and I don't even realize it. But I agree with you, Train, and I won't do it again.
Do you ever think about that though, Train?
What?
Like,
What?
well, that we could basically combine the viewership and up the value of the podcast, like because we can.
That's true. If you're
count
like
all
selling
those.
it to a sponsor.
I agree with that. It does increase the overall value of the podcast.
Yeah, just like people like Myth streaming the Valorant tournament only helps the Valorant tournament.
Yeah, I personally don't give a fuck, but I gotta. But I
no. I know what you're saying, Train.
I thought the way you worded that, Devin, you were asking me. You thought it was exclusive. I thought I had to at that point.
What do you mean?
Because you said you thought it was exclusive. I thought you were asking a rhetorical question.
Oh, no. I go back and forth on this. Like sometimes I think like it's good because no one's distracted really. And like everybody and like the show is in one place.
Exactly.
But then sometimes I also think like, oh, well, if we combine the viewership, we get more money. So I kind of bounce between those two things.
This is what I said, right? This is my thought process. I don't give a shit if Will's streaming or Sear's streaming, or I know you're not Will, but if you guys are all streaming, I don't really care for a podcast like this. I think it's fine. I think it's a group of boys. It's chill. But let's say we do an exclusive podcast, right?
Yeah. If you came ahead and were like, yo, don't, I would 100%.
Yeah. Like Devin, I'm thinking like if we did like, if we had,
I see.
If we had like a big,
huge sponsor, something like that.
No, not sponsor. I'm talking about a guest, right? So let's say we got fucking President Obama on, right? At that point, I would want.
I should stop. I should return his calls.
Yeah,
Sorry.
at that point, it would be on my channel, and that's
idea.
it. But a podcast like this, I think it's fine if S-Fan, Seer, and Will stream. That's what I meant. But I thought when you said, isn't it exclusive? I thought you were asking me a rhetorical question. I got scared.
I see.
Right? I was actually going to say, y'all are completely good. I personally don't give a fuck if you're my boys. Now, let's say, Trav says he's streaming. I just met the guy. Now that's a little shameless, right? I don't know this motherfucker. S-Fan, you're good. You know what I'm saying? Will, you're good. Seer, you're good. I don't know who the fuck the Trav guy is. Turn your fucking stream off and host me, motherfucker, okay?
I'm in my stream right now, dude. Just
that's
give me
fucking
the
right.
word.
You're best in that stream, okay? I got a
I'm
line.
ending it.
Yeah, I got a line, motherfucker. Will,
Train,
Seer.
can I stream?
Listen, I'm just not used to being on podcasts.
Blastoise, host that motherfucker, okay? You're done too. Will, Seer, and S-Fan.
I'm not on. I'm online. I tried to host you.
S-Fan, Will, and Seer, y'all can stream it. The rest of you motherfuckers, I don't know you that well. You better host this shit. I'm going to come fuck you up. Actually, Trav might beat my ass, but that's about it. All right? Okay.
So it's basically me. I can't stream it, is what I'm getting from this.
It's just
me.
It's
just me.
Yeah, you Blastoise.
Yeah, both of us.
All right.
Both of us.
Yeah, Nathan cannot stream it. He doesn't.
All right.
Nathan don't have the look to stream it. My man Trav got the look. You know what I'm saying?
Trav, tell him I'm tough.
Dude, I hung out with Spaceboy once, and he was like a giant teddy bear. He kept trying to hold my hand the whole time I hung out with him.
You know what's crazy? I used to do drugs with someone that looked like you, Trav.
Did you?
Yeah, it was
Which
crazy.
Wait,
was his name Travis?
No, his name was Nick.
Oh.
Sure. What was that alias you always used when you did drugs?
Which one? Wait, me?
Ron Mexico.
Was it Nick? Might be the same person.
No.
You're not Train's old friend?
I've never done any drugs.
Really?
Straight
Well,
up.
actually, I tried cocaine. I tried cocaine once for 6 years, but
Yeah, that was the time. That was the time. Right? Yeah.
Also, this favoritism, right? Like you'll let Trav stream. Even
It's because he thinks he can beat him up. He thinks Trav can beat him up.
Listen,
I'm not a fighter.
Do you know why? Because
It's seniority.
you know why?
It's seniority.
Because Train would do this. You know what? I look at a guy like Trav. Listen, people look at him. They think he's gruff. Let's won't beat around the edge. Kind of looks like a douchebag. But listen. This Blastoise. Fucking Disney looking. This Disney Channel PG-13 kid. Man, fuck this Blastoise. Fuck Nathan. Not a real one. That's what you do. You judge people just the same way. Just because I'm a fucking Disney-looking motherfucker. Fuck you, Train.
Yeah, but you're my podcast every day. I don't blacklist you, do I?
Oh,
yeah, you see that?
Okay.
I can.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? I can fuck around and joke and talk a little shit, but I ain't blacklisting you out of some insecurity I have deep down, do I? Hell no, I don't. That's what the PG-13ers do, right? They want all the glory to themselves. They want the view count to themselves. As soon as I threaten that, they blacklist me secretly, and if I say anything, I look like a fucking victim. Yeah, so, hey, you can talk all you want, but there's truth behind that motherfucker. And secondly, I don't think Trav can beat my ass. I was being humble and sweet because he's a new cast. Realistically, I was making an ironic joke about tattoos. Everyone thinks tattoos means you're some hard motherfucker. So I made a joke about him beating my ass based off of that joke. Realistically, tattoos don't mean shit. I could go get 6 tattoos. Doesn't mean I secretly know jiu-jitsu, right? Think about that. 3, yeah, fuck you, Nathan. Anyways.
I love it when you say it, dude. Something about you saying Nathan is just...
So, Trav, do you think you could beat his ass, or?
Listen, dude, I'm old, dude.
I could take Train down.
Bro, Seer, I would literally bend you over the fucking guardrails and I'd fuck you in the ass.
Is that the streamer tier list? How come you put me at 50-50?
You, Devin, me?
Yeah.
Oh, you're looking at the tier list?
Yeah, on your tier list. You put me at 50-50.
Didn't you say you would probably beat me, Train?
I think
no, you put me as 50-50.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Here is my thought process for my tier list, okay?
Okay.
pretty much, if you're like a, and Trav, don't feel weird, okay? I think fighting is bad vibes. He's just fucking around, okay? No one's fighting. If anything, we'll suck each other. We'll suck each other's cocks. But anyways, hear me out here. Here's the tier list ideology I had, okay? In my opinion, okay, I think it's the quiet motherfuckers that are the psychopaths, right? Based off of my 10 years of Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu, in my private lessons, I learned one simple thing. No, I'm dead serious. 10 years, 9 years, 9.5 years. I learned one thing. There was... Who the fuck just left? Is that Slasher?
Slasher's always coming in and out his internet, I guess.
Cool.
He's on 2 podcasts.
Yeah. So in my 9.5 years of training, there was one thing I learned from my instructor. And it's that you never know what a motherfucker is capable of. Right? So a lot of amateur fighters, what they do is they learn how to fight, and then they think they're untouchable. They start walking around like they're hard motherfuckers. But what they don't realize is the law of the fishes. Are you guys familiar with law of the fishes?
Fish law.
Absolutely.
Fish law.
The law of the fishes is there's always a bigger fish than you.
Yeah.
Right? Now, what that individual doesn't realize is that the same exact idea he has in his mind, that since he's trained and he can fuck anyone up, his ego blinds him from the mere possibility that there are others just like that, but more humble. Right? So what I'm trying to say is, when you go talk shit to some dude across the gym because he looks like a pussy bitch, this mother could have a fucking desert eagle in his fucking car, wait for you to come outside and shoot you in the head. You don't know how crazy motherfuckers are. You don't know, right?
Well,
So,
Train, what I was going to say is, like, that's why I don't get why why road rage is a thing, at least in America. Like, the last thing you ever want to do is honk on the wrong person or swear at them.
Yeah, I never do that.
I lived in
100%.
Arizona. Believe me, road rage was a serious... The gun laws and the shit like that is serious shit over there. Believe me, I dealt with a lot of shit. Anyways, hear me out here. So, the point to my story is this. My tier list, if you look at it, it makes complete sense. For example, the best example I can give is Moon Moon. When you look at Moon Moon, right, I would think, instantly, that's probably a picture-perfect motherfucker that I'd give him a fucking wedgie. You know what I'm saying? I'd give that motherfucker a wedgie and give him a whirly, and, one of those whirlies in the bathroom. Stick his head in the toilet, right? Flush. No. That's an inexperienced, dumb motherfucker that would do that. Moon Moon, he wouldn't only beat my ass. He would leave me alive and give me a slow death. He'd hang me by my fucking nipples. He'd stick a car battery right underneath me and start electrocuting me, slowly burn my skin off. And then he wouldn't stop there. He'd kill me. He'd kill my kids. He'd kill my kids' kids. He'd kill my kids' kids' dogs.
This is a weird fight.
Kids. You understand? And I knew that. When I look at him, I knew that. So, with that said, I put him in the he could beat my ass category. Do you understand?
So, the thing with you, and the thing is, like, normally I would be offended to be on the 50-50 because I've done 30 years of martial arts, right? Yeah. But I feel like you've got that. I feel like you've got that rage thing. Like that thing where if you fight and you really commit, like you just go literally apeshit, and I'm afraid of that. I think that puts you on the 50-50 tier because I think you could lose it and you could just like destroy anything.
Blind rage.
Yeah.
Someone who can take a punch.
Not
like,
me.
Trainwreck's like he feels like to me that he like goes into that darkness mode. He just sees red, and then like he wakes up and there's like 10 dead bodies. You know what I mean?
Hit him with everything you got.
It sounds.
That's why I don't want to fuck with that guy.
It sounds like you've talked to my girlfriend.
No, I just feel it from you. I feel it from you. I feel it.
My girlfriend always says she's scared she's scared of me getting into a fight because she thinks that I would do some stupid shit. Because like here's the thing, I'm a loving person, okay? I'm a loving person, and this is why like in the past I've like out of like in the moment impulsively I've agreed to fight, and then I've realized I need to back out. I can't do fun fighting. Because like Devin said, after one or two hits in the face, I get once I get angry and black out, it's like, okay, so back in high school, I learned this about myself. I used to actually punch myself in the face like 9 or 10 times before a fight just to get myself to that state of mind. And I've learned that, and now I have some fucked up lockjaw shit going on. But I've learned that about myself, so I think you're completely right, Devin. But I don't know because I never remember. I don't know. I think I'm a nice. No, I'm just kidding, guys. I'm a nice person. I don't like fighting. Everyone, move on. This is weird.
I think you'd black out.
It's a whole old adage or wives' tale or whatever. Fear the wrath of a gentle man.
Mm-hmm.
Someone who's really tough, you don't know until you know, until they show you.
I mean, I've got to say, Train, we've all seen that BlizzCon video. You did well holding back there. I thought you would have been, that would have been an iconic video even more than it is now. So I believe you.
What video?
Those were pushes, not punches.
Yeah, they were pushes. It wasn't a real fight.
No, they were actually pushes. Like, trust me, I have 2 witnesses that were next to me that say they're pushes. I believe it was, I think it was Towley. No, it was Chinglish. Chinglish and Towley. Chinglish and Towley. I think maybe not Towley, maybe Chinglish.
What year was that?
Dude, speaking of tattoos and tough, Chinglish. Like the nicest guy you'll ever meet.
Yeah.
Not saying he's not tough, but it's just like people think like, oh, this guy's got a bunch of tattoos, like he's a bad dude. Dude,
Panda
Chinglish is
TV.
literally one of the nicest people. Yeah, Panda TV.
Yeah.
One of the nicest people you ever meet in your life.
I know a lot of people that have neck tattoos that are like super nice and don't want to fight, but people at bars pick fights with them just because they have tattoos up to their necks, and they're like, yo, I don't want to fight just because I have a bunch of tattoos. It doesn't mean I want to fight. But people assume that. Drunk bros will assume that.
Dude, I can attest to that.
Yeah.
I mean, going out and shit, it's like people see me like just.
You think you're tough because you got neck tattoos? It's a thing.
Crazy.
Yeah.
You know what's nuts?
What?
I had a friend way back in the day. I still remember. I don't even know if I should say his name, but he was in and out of prison. And I got into a tough crowd at the end of high school. And he died, but this motherfucker had no tattoos. And we used to go to bars, and he would, like, this was later in life, right? This is like 3 years, 4 years later. I remember in the bar areas, he would just like look at me like, hey, watch this. And he would just go up to a like random guy, crack him in the face, knock him out. And then we get kicked out, right? One day, he punched me. He was drunk, decided to punch me. He punched my arm. I have never to this day felt a punch like that, even from trained individuals. This fucking punch hit my arm. It shook my entire body. The pain I felt in my chest and heart from the punch to my arm was so fucking insane. Motherfucker was crazy. He put his entire body behind it. It was some crazy shit. My point to the story is he had 0 tattoos. And I don't know why I told it. Continue, Trav.
Well, what am I picking up on here?
I have no idea. What were you talking about?
I can't remember. I honestly was enthralled by your story, and I was waiting for the ending, but it was, I mean, it's kind
anticlimactic.
of it's going right now.
Okay, I'll continue. So, anyways, no. Listen, okay, guys, I'm gonna tell you straight. I'm gonna keep it $1.50. Okay. I think personally, fighting is bad vibes. Okay, I think fighting is terrible vibes. I think love is good vibes.
Love conquers all.
Yes. Fighting is only something that you should do when it's absolutely necessary. You understand? This is something that's not taught anymore. It has to be absolutely necessary. I'm talking some evil versus good type shit. Okay? I remember when I was training, that 9.5 years was actually a true story. When I was training, there was 2 types of motherfuckers. There's the motherfucker that would train, and through the training, he'd gain an understanding, and it would humble him. And then there's the loud motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
He would train, and because of the training, he'd look for the fight, right? Because he had an insecurity deep within him.
Train.
Now, that motherfucker could never, he glass ceilinged himself. He put a ceiling over his own head that he couldn't ever surpass because the battle was never with others. It was with himself. And no matter how much he trained, he couldn't see that because his real enemy was in the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
People who had that understanding and depth already, they're the ones that went far. And that is what I learned in 9.5 years of Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu.
Wasn't that on Cobra Kai?
No.
Who's Cobra Kai?
Who the fuck is Cobra Kai?
The
fighter
show?
I thought that was
Hey, have you ever heard the phrase?
Cobra
Have you ever
Kai's
heard the
good.
phrase? Weak dogs bark.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The only
does that
dog.
mean?
Strong dogs don't bark. You ever met a dog that doesn't bark? Dog's the
They're
type to
weak.
like.
All bark,
That's
no
it.
bite.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
All.
Have you noticed the Chihuahuas bark the loudest and most?
Oh, yeah.
They're the smallest.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Chihuahua will fuck you up. Chihuahuas scare the shit out of me sometimes, man. They get real bitey.
Yeah, look
Mhm.
at you. Of course they would. All
What was
bark, no
that?
bite. I said, of course they would. Look at your ass. Frail ass white boy. Trav,
Wow,
how
dude.
tall are you?
6'4".
Oh, you're a big guy, huh?
Yeah, I mean,
Who's taller, you think, Will?
I
Hossie
would
or
like
this
to
guy?
think I'm normal height, but
Hassan's very tall, man.
How tall is he? 6'4", 6'5"?
6'5".
Jesus.
I mean, the intriguing thing about Hossie to me is his head size. Because no cap. So like he's literally a mirror of me, but the inverse, right?
He's like Bizarro train.
Yeah, no, because I have an extremely huge head. Hossie is the first person I've seen that has a frame as wide as he does, but his head is so tiny, right? It reminds me of that. Have you guys seen Men in Black? Have
Yeah,
you
the
seen
guy when they shoot.
I know
when they
the-
shoot
yeah,
his
I
head
know
off.
They shoot his head off and it grows back.
Yeah,
That's
what you
literally
see is what you
I
get.
see. That's literally
What
what
you
I
see
see
is
with
what you
Hassan.
get.
It's the head growing back. Do you know what I'm talking about? Or, Will, think about this one. This metaphor or analogy will is really good too. Have you ever seen your friends that you go over their house, they have that white sock on, and that white sock has a hole and one toe sticking out?
Yes.
To me, that's Hossie's head, and the other toes on each of the side of the toes is Hossie's frame. Think about that.
So he's lopsided?
No, the middle toe.
The middle toe?
Imagine the middle toe sticking out like this, right?
You don't mean the big toe?
This is Hossie's frame. No. This is Hossie's head, right?
No, he's got the little head.
Right? So this huge frame and this small head. And then me, I have this, decent sized frame, but I have a huge head. I look like a bobblehead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've literally been called reverse Hassan before. Big head, tiny body.
No, but
Really,
even
it made me so sad.
Your mom gave me a big head last night.
Oh.
Got him.
Is that when you gave her tiny body, bro?
Still nutted in the mouth.
Where the fuck
Got him.
Where's Hossie been, dude? Where's this guy at?
Dude, he's been playing Legend of Zelda for like the last year.
Where does he start yelling at chat? Because chat keeps
he's
telling
real
him,
hooked
like,
on it.
That game's beautiful.
What hat is he wearing? What is this hat? Dude, that hat is not him.
The Coomer beanie?
Nah, bro. Go look at it. Like, the Coomer beanie's him. Look at the hat he's wearing.
Wait, is he still on? Let me go see.
He is. Look at the
It's
hat
like
he's
a
wearing.
like a fucking trucker cap.
No, it's the dude. That is
All right.
not Hossie. That is
Okay,
not
okay.
him.
All right, ready? I can tell you exactly what that is.
Tell
So
me.
that is the brand of one of our friends from TYT, who's like a graphic artist, and he always sends Hassan stuff, and I think Hassan's probably repping it to bump him.
No, it's pretty cool, but it's just it's not Hossie. You feel
No,
me on that?
that's what I'm saying. I'm telling you exactly what it is. Like that is. He's
I
he's
see.
a homie.
Is that
sent
velour
He's
on
probably
the
wearing
front?
it. Yeah, it looks like it.
Bro, someone's got to get Hassan to know. Listen, so I wear my merch every day, right? Will?
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason I can wear my merch every day because I didn't put my own fucking name on it, right? I put my group's name. Someone's got to let him know, Will,
I like your sweatshirt, dude. Your
Thank you,
sweatshirt's
brother.
cool.
Thank you. I'll send you one. Hear me out here,
Oh,
though.
hell yeah. Okay.
Listen, someone's got to let him know he can't make merch, put his own name on it, and then wear the merch. That's like naming your child after yourself. It doesn't work.
Yeah, but sometimes your name is. But
what about Bronny?
Okay, chill out. Did you hear that in the beginning of the stream?
Yeah, dude.
Listen, I'm just saying he's got to make a group, okay?
Okay.
He's got to make a group.
Like Men in Black, like you said earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Or like Boys to Men.
He's got to make a group
of any group of people. He just goes Men in Black, Boys to Men. There's just so many groups of people in the world. Those were the two at the forefront of your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Hassan, this cute guy. Cute motherfucker. Anyways, all right, let's move on. Let's get back to the topic. Hassi's just, I might argue his politics here and there. I might argue some hypocritical shit, but at the end of the day, I like Hassi a lot. He's a cute guy. Also, Cash App, don't ever give to him again. He already has 60K subs, okay? Please. I need the subs. Anyways, keep notes, Will. Anyways, back to the story, okay? So, point to the story is, I've done some dumb shit growing up. Some real stupid shit, guys, okay? And what I've learned is, Devin might be right, but I stay away as best as I can from fighting. I've always went to a chokehold, always, because I feel bad. One time when I was like 17, I killed a bird to impress this girl. Yeah. I was with this girl's little brother.
Was it a flamingo?
No, I was with this girl's little brother, and he kept missing the bird. She's watching, and I'm like, oh, you know what? I'll hit the bird, impress him, and through him, I'll gain that, adoration of her. Grab the pellet gun, cock back, aim, shoot this thing. It doesn't kill it instantly. The bird falls to the ground. It's in pain, in agony, wings flapping. It doesn't know what happened. Just like that, it was sitting there, and now it's dying. I grabbed a shovel, and I could either let it keep being in pain or I could end its misery. I grabbed the shovel and I ended it, and I cried for 3 weeks straight. And I realized I can't hurt anything. That was the only time I hurt something. It was very sad.
It's intense. I had something like that happen to me when I was a kid. Yeah. I was playing tennis, and I brought my Jack Russell Terrier, and I heard my Jack Russell Terrier like going crazy, like yelping and all this kind of stuff. And my friend and I left the tennis court, and we found my dog, and he was fighting a fox. And they were both fucked up, dude. Like, they were just blood everywhere. Like, it was like a death match. I was like probably like 12 years old. And I had to beat this fox to death with my Prince tennis racket. And then I had to take my like little Jack Russell, and he was like covered in blood. And I had to run home. And he lived, but he was like covered in mange, and he like couldn't walk for weeks. And that shit fucking traumatized me, man.
How could it not?
Dude, it's actually really crazy. I don't have any superstitions, but I like years later had a dream about it's called a kitsune. It's like a fox spirit. And I don't know if that's like trauma, but I was fucking this woman, and then she started biting me and like turned into a fox. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm a furry. I'm going to beat the chat to the fucking joke. But no, I looked it up, and it's this thing called like kitsune that a lot of people have dreams about. And I swear to you, the night I broke up with my super long-term girlfriend, I had a really traumatic breakup. I was walking home through Beverly Hills, and I saw a fox in Beverly Hills, which if you know the area, it's like very rare, and it fucking haunted me, man. It fucked me up for like a month. It's the only superstition I have.
Well, no, it's crazy.
You banged the fox on the way home, or?
Yes, dude. I fucked that fox's brains out, dude. That's how I got over my breakup.
Follow your heart.
That's awesome. I'm surprised none of you started singing. What does the fox say? But anyways, listen. So I actually can relate to that story. I'm surprised you went there. Now I can. Okay. I'm with you on that. Okay, not the furry stuff, S-Fan. I know what you were thinking, you cocksucker. Listen. So
it's okay to like that shit, Train.
S-Fan, are you furry?
No, I was laughing at Train. I don't even know. People say Train's a furry. I don't even know if Train's really a furry, right? Because like, it's like if an animal is attracted to another animal, which is most animals, is the animal a furry?
Wait, didn't Train tweet
So
today?
if Train is a werewolf,
yeah,
but like I thought like if Train is part werewolf, because we don't know, right? Did you ever get the DNA results back?
23andMe werewolf
I could
edition.
Never give my DNA.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Is it like a legal thing?
Because they can't know what I am.
Ah. Yeah, he's a furry. Yeah, he's a furry.
I'm 99%.
Can they tell if you're a furry through your DNA?
I'm 99.1% Iranian and
Furry?
I'm 0.09% North African.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
Yeah, I took a DNA test. Yeah.
Yeah, but
awesome.
at nighttime you have a full-on wolf outfit. We all know you do.
Yes. Now hear me out here, Will.
Yes.
After I killed that bird and I cried for about 2 to 3 weeks. Following that, I had my friend over. And I was young enough where we could sleep in the same bed. And it's, we're not fucking. We're laying down in bed. I was talking to him. Out of nowhere, I hear a loud scream. This is 2 to 3 weeks after I killed the bird. I heard a loud scream. My mom yelled. And
she woke up and the bird's head was in the bed.
No.
Mafia, don't forget.
I got this feeling in my chest and stomach. I knew something was wrong. Just from the yell, from the scream, I felt there was something wrong. I ran outside. And a coyote had my dog in its mouth.
Fuck.
Oh, shit.
And the coyote bit down. And my dog let out a yelp. It was its dying yelp. And then my mom ran outside. I ran right to it. The coyote jumped, just hopped that 6-foot fence like it was nothing. My dog's laying on the ground. Eyes are still open. The blood was coagulated already. It was just this thick gump just coming out of the wound. It was just stuck. It was as if it was weird. I've never seen blood like that. It was just, anyways. I'm looking at him. I close his eyes with my fingers like it's a goddamn movie. And I remember picking him up, scooping him up, and ants had already just like taken the entire bottom half of the body. And my hands are just covered in ant bites, just burning, just thousands of ants over my hands because I'm picking my dog's body up. This is my first puppy ever, my first dog, my best friend, to be honest. But anyways, picked him up, and I buried him myself. And this was after the bird. So I actually feel you on that completely.
Yeah.
Yep. I know you're probably confused because S-Fan and Travis.
Why the fuck are these two dying?
Dude, I'm looking at S-Fan right now. And
they're laughing.
I'm losing
so
it. Losing it.
You probably think I'm not being serious. This is actually a real story. Yeah.
Sorry.
So the big girl that gave the dome, did she ever like come back for round two?
She actually,
It's a good question.
She worked at my gym. She worked at my gym, and I pulled her from the gym.
She's the big girl. I'm guessing she wasn't a good employee.
She wasn't a big girl. She was like 4'11", maybe like 130 pounds. But to me, that's like a thicker chick, right? Like, does that make any sense? She wasn't like 180 or 200. Like, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't tell that story. That would stay in the secrets. You know what I'm saying? She was just a little thicker, right? She was cute, though. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, I wouldn't tell you guys. Like, I actually don't regret that one. When I say that one, I think some of you guys know what I mean. You know, back in the day, once in a while, I'd go to
You're Beowulfing.
Well, you'd go to a party, everyone's taken. You're fucking drunk as fuck. You see that, one chick in the corner that, sucks some good dick, but, she's thick, she's fat,
Yeah, we called that Beowulfing.
Can I admit to something?
Because you were slaying sea monsters.
Okay, chill, we're gonna get canceled.
So actually, I don't know if you've ever done this, but I've you ever peed on a big girl?
Okay. Okay, chill.
Now look, it isn't how it sounds. Let me explain.
No.
It's just not. It's not as bad as it sounds. Okay. So I used to do this job back when I was younger, where I used to catch shoplifters. Okay.
This is back in the day, right? Because my example is from back in the day when, right now, wait to be a little. Continue. Fuck it.
Okay, so we used to catch shoplifters, and there was this big old girl, and she was wearing like a sundress, and it was mainly like a tarp, okay, but like she had on the sundress, and she had a turkey, and it was stuck between her legs, and she was kind of like straddling it and waddling out the door.
Okay.
So I go and stop this girl, and she drops the turkey from between her legs. Looks like she gave birth to it. And takes off running. And by running, I mean like she's galloping very slowly. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm about to get hands on. So I go and jump on this mammoth's back, and I climb up it. Back then, I weighed 115 pounds, man. I was a little guy. And so I get on top of her back, and I realize I fucked up. I don't know how I'm going to get down. She's running through the parking lot, and my friend who's working with me, he's laughing. She gets to her car. Her car's a Geo Metro. It gets worse. Her not being able to get inside the car because the car is so small, she just starts slapping me against the side of the car, and I'm just holding on to her back for dear life. And PD, they patrolled that parking lot a lot because it was like a hot area for crime. And they see me on this woman's back, and they already know, okay, he's got a shoplifter. So they get out, and they're not going to go hands on with this girl because she was a Goliath, dude. I'm telling you, she was a big girl. But they go to taser, and when they went to go to taser, she turned. And when she turned, they tased me in the side. And when they tased me in the side, my arms were locked around her neck. So it caused my arms to spaz out, and they just kind of, I just kind of sit there, and I pissed all over myself. Because if you don't know if you've ever been tased, but let me tell you, that shit'll jack you up. So then the other cop, he tased the girl, the big girl. I shit you not, this is how she sound when she got tased. She goes. You ever seen like a big bull get lassoed and like it slides face first down into the dust, and you see like the dust coming out of its nose, like it's in slow motion, like that's what it looked like, dude. So I rolled her down to the pavement, and I'm laying there on my stomach. And I take my arms and I put them out to the side, and I roll over, and there's a giant piss stain on her back. And that was the time I peed on a big girl.
I'm trying to play the fucking GTA prologue, like, so I can be ready for No Pixel tomorrow. That's what I've been doing. What the fuck did I just listen to?
I was going to say that was...
What in the actual fuck? What?
Look, I told you to let me explain. I mean...
Holy fuck.
I just want to say that was a seamless story transition from Train to Judd. I want to thank you two for...
By the way, I want to clarify, if you're a bigger person, it's okay.
It's not okay to shoplift, though.
Yeah, it's not okay to
shoplift.
Okay, well, listen, let's actually let the cat out of that.
Listen, I get
Law's got questions.
No, well, two things. First of all, what in the fuck? Number one.
I want to talk about
this,
actually.
Number two, Train... it's fine. People can be of different sizes, but like, please try to be healthy, guys. Like, don't be like, if you are actually overweight, please.
I actually wanted to
do
talk
yourself
about
some
that.
favor and lose some weight.
Since we crossed this threshold in 2021 on the podcast, I do want to talk about this a little bit. Okay, I talk about it on my personal streams a lot, not a lot, but when it comes up, listen. Okay, in my from what I've researched and looked up and talked to other people about. Okay. If it's like a genetic, if there's like some genetic disorder, or not genetic, if there's like a disorder going on, right? Some sort of like, disorder, right? Then, that's not, that's fine, right? But like, let's not use, here's what I'm trying to say. I think 2021 lets a lot of people get away from the responsibility and the things that need to be faced, you know, to get healthier, right? So people who do that, listen, like Blastoise said, okay, it's time to look in the mirror. Kind of like me. My sleep is shit. My diet is shit. I'm skinny as fuck. Probably isn't too healthy, right? So I look in the mirror, I realize what the fuck's going on, right? Now, I could pull the Persian card, right? If anyone calls me fucking skinny, I could say, oh, this guy's racist against brown people. I could cancel him, right? But
and
I
that'd
don't.
be good, Train. I think that would be appropriate.
Right. But I don't, right? I take responsibility for exactly what the fuck's going on. Now, I might shit talk. I definitely will shit talk, but I'll take responsibility. So what I'm trying to say is, okay, if it's like a genetic thing, if there's a disorder going on, I'm not talking about you, okay? We're talking about, yeah. It's not making any sense. So, like, if that's,
No.
yeah.
Yeah, the thing is
look
this.
at a
It's
PR
like,
guy here. I need a PR guy right now.
Yeah, I
okay?
got you.
Hi,
The
what's up?
reality is, yeah, a lot of people, there are certainly unrealistic body standards out there. Yes, absolutely. There are also people who are underweight who need to probably eat more. Absolutely. A thing that would concern, and I think it's really concerning on one side of people who actually do, you know, I don't want people to fat shame people. I think that that's actually incredibly wrong and not the way you go about it. But on the flip side, I do agree there are people who are basically going against science and nutrition and saying like, oh, you're actually fine, you're healthy at that size, when the reality is you are causing severe damage to your body, and then you're going to end up getting all sorts of horrible illnesses, including diabetes. And as someone who has diabetes, but the genetic kind, it's like, man, I would give anything to not have to deal with the bullshit that I have to deal with. And if people are bringing about diabetes on themselves from like, you know, from diet and stuff, that's kind of, you know, that's frustrating to me. Right. So I just want people to take care of themselves. So I hope everyone like, and I mean that in a sincere way. I'm not trying to like, I don't think anyone should be famed or shamed for their size. But I think people should, you know, be realistic about what it means to be healthy and find out what's healthy for you. Talk to your doctor.
Also, the boy saying
doctors are stupid.
Yeah, the boy in chat
Fair
saying you're making
Thank
EsdandTV
you.
uncomfortable. Listen, dickhead, me and Esdan have been friends longer than you've been on this planet. Okay, go back to your mother's
Wait, why
room
would
and
why
shut
would
the
wait,
fuck
why
up.
would I be hold on? Why would I be uncomfortable?
Because when he looks at you, probably thinks you're overweight, but you're not. You're strong. You have
I know.
muscle.
That's fucking
I know,
jacked.
right?
Yeah.
But like that's the thing. Like, it's like people like that. It's like the people who are like, this guy's being racist or something when they're not being racist, but they're actually the ones being racist.
Yep.
It's like those types of people.
Yep.
Yeah, that guy in chat's being racist.
Yeah, he's racist.
It's pretty fucked
You
up.
know, in Persian chat. You serious? Unbelievable.
It's fucked up, dude.
Yeah.
Blastoise, do you have any suggestions for having genetically a fat cock and how you can reduce that?
Esfan,
Why?
have you noticed, Esfan, real quick? Esfan, have you noticed
Yeah.
this? Hear me out here. Did you notice that during 9/11 and a little after 9/11?
Dude.
Just
Wait, how did you get to 9/11, Train?
Listen.
How did you get to
No,
9/11?
no. When I say this, Esfan will understand, and so will any other Iranian or Middle Eastern in this chat.
Yeah, but okay,
Just
no,
hear me
totally
out here.
Yeah, no, I am. Yeah.
Esfan, and to any Middle Easterners in chat. Have you guys noticed that during 9/11 and about 5-6 years after 9/11, we were the brown boys and 9/11 was our faults? Then during 2020 and 2021, we're white and we have white privilege and we're absolutely fucking just dickheads for that. Have you noticed that no matter what, we fucking lose?
I mean,
seriously.
I don't know, but well, for me, it wasn't really like I never really experienced anything like bad like that. But then again, I remember 9/11 happened, and I remember being in computer class. We were watching it happening, and nobody had any idea what the hell was going on. But I do remember going home. My dad works at a gas station. I remember going home, and I passed my dad's gas station, and there was a giant ass American flag. And then my dad came home from work that night with a stack this tall of t-shirts, and he's like, "Okay, here's like 4 America t-shirts for you. Here's for your mom. I have
Oh my
these."
God, really?
Dude, it was the funniest thing. Like, in hindsight, it's one of the funniest things that's ever happened in my whole life. It's so funny, dude.
My first ever fight was in middle school because this guy, he told me that my parents did 9/11 and that I should go back to my country.
Jeez.
And I swung at him, and then this kid Chris set the fight up in the bathroom between passing periods. We had 3 minutes to fight. That was my first ever fight. So it's like I went through so long of being called, brown boy. Your parents did 9/11. Go back to your Iraq, even though I'm from Iran, right? They would mix the two up. And then as soon as this hit, all I see in 2020 and 2021, I'm white privilege, right? It's the craziest shit ever, dude.
Yeah.
No matter what, I'm just fucked.
I guess I was lucky. I never really had it that bad. Like I didn't have problems or whatever.
So just start calling people racist, Train. Like you should be. People are degrading you. People are stereotyping you. And people are insulting you because they are fucking 100% racist. And you need to be calling that out all the time.
Esfand, that story is amazing. It's so fucked. I actually explicitly remember this. I think I would have been in third or fourth grade. And one of my best friends in elementary school was Abdul. And Abdul is the only... this is the only dude in a sea of white kids. I mean, this is in Colorado, right? And I remember he came in to school either the next day or the day after 9/11, and it was his family had made the ribbons. You could pin ribbons for people, and it was some remembrance ribbon that he literally handed out to the whole fucking school, basically. His parents, and now I'm looking back at it, and I didn't think about that. It's funny to think about it. His parents, you bring this shit in, and you tell them we're cool.
I think it's so great.
Fucked.
Are you sure your friend was Abdul and not Esfand?
Dude, it's so. Oh my god!
I think it's hilarious. I think it's so funny.
Yeah, I mean, think about having to do that, right? I
don't know. I just think it's funny. I don't care.
Yeah.
He totally had to, dude. Kids were making comments about him even before 9/11 and shit like that. Dude, in an all white fucking place growing up, kids were savage. It was messed up.
Dude, I went through so much shit with that stuff, man. They used to fucking. Have you guys seen America? Fuck yeah. Have you guys seen that movie?
Yeah.
Yep.
What's it called? Team America?
Team America World Police.
I used to walk the halls, and people would try to get my attention and speak to me. They'd be like, Durka, 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 Durka.
Dude, that's so weird.
That was my life.
Dude,
for a long time.
I never dealt with anything like that. That's so
really.
I grew up
and I went. It wasn't like I was at a super ethnic high school or whatever, right? That's the thing that's kind of but it's just I don't know. It was just normal for the most part. People made jokes, but people make jokes about everybody for everything, right? But it wasn't it wasn't anything offensive, right?
Where'd you live?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
Texas.
Oh, because I don't know about that then because
people have a whole stereotype about Texas.
Yeah,
people have
South
this whole
in general.
stereotype about the South or Texas and all this stuff, and they think people are just. And I'm not saying it's not like that in other places. I'm just saying for me personally, it wasn't like that at all.
That's crazy. I lived in Arizona. That's how it was in by Tempe, Arizona area. That's where ASU is. So it's Tempe, Arizona was like that for me.
Yeah,
but Arizona was like that kind of Arizona. It's the parents, realistically.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If the parents were more, if they had some class, they'd raise their kid better and tell them why that's wrong.
Was it all white people in your school?
No,
were there white black people, Hispanic?
Yeah, so in Tempe, it was a melting pot. It was just culturally diverse, ethnically diverse. I moved to Scottsdale, and after I moved to Scottsdale, in Scottsdale it happened a lot less. But Scottsdale was all white. It was all white. I think we had one black kid in our school, and it was just crazy. It was so white. And it was the worst. All the white kids had rich ass parents. And all the white kids, all of them were, I don't know if I can use the word, but they thought they were gangsters. I'm sure you can think of the word I would use, but they're all.
I mean, I think that might have just been a generational thing too.
Nah. These are white kids, absolute, just pussies, right? We're not talking they didn't go through some trial and tribulation in life. They didn't rise up from nothing through crime because they had no other route because of fucked up class systems. They were silver spooned motherfuckers that got Lambos and S550s for their 16th birthday, and all of them thought they were fucking gangsters. All of them. It was just the weirdest thing. I remember I walked in there as a scene kid, as an emo kid, and the amount of shit I got, but
I can't imagine you at all as a scene kid.
Are you sure that's not the reason that you were getting made fun of, not the racism?
No, the racist stuff was in middle school. But yeah, so
my bad.
This was high school. So in high school,
because the scene thing was over for like 4 years at that point. Like, what the hell's wrong with you, dude?
Well, no, the scene thing.
In high school, you deserved it for being an emo.
Nah, listen, bro. Listen, anyone who was seen, anyone lived those glory years, let me tell you something. You can shit talk all you want, but the scene kids, they got the pussy. All pussy. You understand? That's a fact. Do you understand? I might have got shit on by all the dudes in the school, but I fucked all of their girlfriends in secret. Sure, would they talk to me in school? They act like they didn't know me? Yeah, they would. It felt like shit. But when school ended, better bet your ass, I fucked all of them. Okay? So the scene kids, hey, make fun of us all you want, but we got the pussy. And those are good times because, you know, in those days, you know, things were crazy. You know what I'm saying? When you're that, you know, when you're that young, when you're 30, I lost some virginity when I was 13, right? Sex is a different thing at 13, right? When I was 13 years old, it was a different thing, right? Now that I'm older, I don't really give a fuck, you know? Sex doesn't, you know, there's more to life than sex. You know?
Let me ask you, Train, have you ever fucked a girl so good you saved her life?
Who's asking?
Judd. I can explain.
I know what you mean, but
I don't think you do know what I mean. I think you have absolutely no idea.
I do know what you mean, but I know you don't know what you mean. Because if you knew what you mean, you'd realize that type of chick, you'd need a restraining order or worse to get away from.
Yeah, I don't think you know what I mean. I got a story for you, okay?
Okay, go ahead.
The last one took a hard left real quick.
Yeah,
so I was there was this chick I was banging on the side, but she was married and her husband was in boot camp. So listen, I wasn't the only one doing it, so I didn't feel that bad about it. But anyways, I was with this girl for a while, and we're going at it. She had one of those those things they put up themselves, the IEDs, not the ones that explode, but the ones that keep them from getting pregnant. The
IUD.
Yeah. So she had one of those, and like we were banging all the time, and I guess one of the times we were having sex, my wiener knocked it loose, and like the corner of it jabbed her in like the cervix, and it like stabbed inside of her, right? And so she had to go get surgery to get this thing removed out because it fucked her up and she was bleeding everywhere. But whenever they had her in the hospital and they were running blood tests and stuff before her surgery, they found out that she had blood cancer, and they were able to catch it early and get rid of it. So I actually fucked a girl and saved her life because of it.
Yeah, but you started that with fucked a girl so good that you saved her life.
Yeah, it was so good it knocked her IUD loose. It knocked it loose.
Judd, getting stabbed in the vagina while you're having sex doesn't sound like a pleasurable thing.
It was until I knocked it. You know how good you gotta fuck a girl to knock out her pregnancy thing? I'm a hero.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, Judd. How big's your cock?
You know, look, it's all about the angles. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
So what is the angle? What is the angle?
He's got a big cock.
Listen, it was just, I don't know how I got the little son of a bitch, but somehow I was able to grab onto that little thing and drag it. So.
Oh, shit. Well, let me tell you a story. I've actually told my stream this story because I thought this is where the story was going. I thought you were metaphorically speaking. I didn't know you were literally speaking.
But, no, I saved your life.
Yeah, you saved your life. You're a hero. I mean, I guess you and her husband share something in common. Good for you.
Last choice. If you're going to be on No Pixel, you need to get used to Judd because he's going to be your judge.
Yeah.
By the way.
Yeah, Judd is a judge.
I'm dropping out of.
I'm
done. I'm going back to Riot. I don't want to do the streaming thing anymore. I'm done. I'm out.
That's a good judge.
I'm actually the chief judge too, so I'm
off.
That's good.
No, you're not. The reason that I thought you were metaphorically speaking is because I actually told my stream this story. And I've talked about this quite often, but everyone talks about, when you're younger and you're watching porn, LimeWire, and you see the MILF Hunter, right? you see MILFs as this like wow, like I love my my friend's mom to walk in and start blowing my dick, right? That's so fucking
forbidden
cool.
fruit.
You know what I mean? It's that forbidden fruit. Yeah, it's that hot shit, But I'm telling you right now, that MILF shit, it's got to stay in porn. It is not that good in real life. I met this, I don't even know how the fuck she was, 50, but she was banging. She looked like she was 29. She was one of those Scottsdale bad motherfucking moms. You know what I'm saying? Bitch got 2 daughters. She's fucking, 2 daughters were hot too. God knows how the fuck this one had like 2 or 3 kids. She was looking 29, right? She's looking like, a chick on Twitch that's 22. You know what I'm saying? Not making fun of the standards of Twitch, girls on gamers. But anyway,
damn, it must be cool to have sex.
Yeah, seriously, shut the fuck up. So, anyways, let me tell you something. The reason I thought you were metaphorically speaking, Sir Judd, is because...
It's just Judd!
Okay, Judge. So, listen. I had sex with this mom at her place. And she was actually
whose mom was it?
She worked at a dealership. She was a mom of this girl that I used to work with. Her daughter was my coworker. But anyways, I actually wanted to fuck her daughter. I thought I'd get in through the mom. If the parents like you, that's how you like get into boyfriend girlfriend category, right? The parents, they can put a good, but
you fucked your mom
like a letter of recommendation is what you were looking for.
But in this situation,
you wanted a letter of recommendation for your dick.
I did, but it was no. I wasn't planning on fucking the mom. I thought it
was an accident.
No. I thought this worked.
He slipped and fell inside of her.
I thought it worked normally. Okay. Unfortunately, this family was a little backwards. Anyways, so the mom was a dealership. She worked at a dealership, a BMW dealership. And anyways, she took me out to her place, and we're kind of just drinking, talking. This is after work. And I remember I fucked her. And she started crying. And she asked me to cuddle and stay after, and she'll make me breakfast in the morning, and how this was so good.
It's so annoying.
Nice. Basically, what I'm trying to say is she got clingy. She wanted more, and she didn't realize she's 50. At the time, I was like 21. It's like, I know that she doesn't possess the thought process and logic if she's sleeping with a 21-year-old to begin with. But to think that I'm going to like stay and cuddle and shower with her and have this happily ever after.
Have kids, start a family.
Right? I fucked her so goddamn good. I think I saved her life to the point where it was some clingy stage 9 shit. You understand? So that's why I thought you were talking metaphorically, Juddy. You understand? I thought you were giving me some metaphorical goddamn story. Because I've been in that shit, and it is not good. Not to mention, after you have 2 or 3 kids, now I understand what pussy reconstruction's for. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know if this is a byproduct, but that pussy gets awfully elongated after the 3rd kid. I could have
Well, it hangs like Sleeve a Wizard.
Good word.
I could have scuba dove in that motherfucker.
Elongated.
That shit was elongated. I could have scuba dove. Crazy
Hot dog
shit.
in the hallway.
Yeah. Hey, listen.
No Pixel GTA is cool.
It's all right.
I know.
Dude, what in the fuck?
Listen, listen, Blastoise, if you're going to be on No Pixel, you need to prepare yourself because kind of conversations and the kind of crazy ass fucking stories, anything you're used to dealing with, you're going to deal with it on No Pixel.
Yeah, this is pretty much it.
No Pixel gets away with the type of humor that you cannot get away with anywhere else because it is role play and it's fictional.
The podcast.
Yeah, No Pixel is
because the podcast is also role play.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
You ever like make a decision and you're like, maybe it was similar to where you were trained, where you were like deeply regretting like what you had done. You were maybe like, man, I shouldn't have been with this. You shouldn't have, fucked this mom or whatever.
Shit. Hold on.
And you like deeply regret it because that's kind of where I'm at right now.
Well,
I'm
here's the problem. Apparently, the rising search on Google right now is BMW Scottsdale staff. Guys, listen. Let it go. Okay. Let it the fuck go. This shit was 9 years ago. No need to do your weird Twitter shit and ruin her life. Let her live her life, okay? Fortunately, how many locations are there? Thank God I didn't say a name. Anyways, continue. If they find her, they'll know. She was bad. She was hot as fuck.
I feel like coming on the podcast, it was like fun, and then like it's really spiraled to this one where I'm just like, I'm wondering what I did
Have you ever watched his
You quit your
podcast,
job.
Blastoise? This
Yeah.
this is not
I
unusual.
I quit a very well-paying job in the games industry, and now I'm playing the Grand Theft Auto prologue to get ready to play Grand Theft Auto with a bunch of other people tomorrow who are
Not people,
currently
degenerates.
talking about peeing
Like games-
on a
games
bowl or
industry?
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Video games aren't a job.
He's got a
Streaming
point.
is.
All right, fair enough.
Dude, that's not often you get to hear what regret sounds like.
Yeah, I like
this
it.
I am
I'm getting dopamine off of this. This is real life experience. I'm gonna talk about this in the future. One day, I was hanging out with this guy, and I was there for the moment he realized he fucked it all up.
Who are we talking about?
me.
Blastoise is having second thoughts about being an influencer.
Nah, there's no shotties, bro. Listen, it
Nah,
cannot
I'm
be a
fucking with you guys.
coincidence that this motherfucker hits 3K subs and he quits his job, okay? He didn't have a well-paying job. He left his job for 3K subs, okay? So don't give me some bullshit. Okay, that's number one.
I had a pretty well-paying job.
Riot pays pretty
Maybe
good.
benefit-wise.
pays really well.
Maybe benefit-wise, but...
Train as a 7K sub, Andy. Tell me what it's like at 10. I'm looking forward to it.
Brother, it's not the 10 that pays. That's all I can tell you, Will.
Back to this.
What?
Will you take a note? Write that shit down, boy.
I gotta
Make sure to write that shit down, Will.
Yeah,
And Seer. It's
I
not
gotta
the
pee,
10.
but I can still hear.
Yeah, I'm sure you can.
We can talk to him while he's in the bathroom.
You can talk to me too. I have A50s.
I can go anywhere in this house. I can hear
Trey, what the hell's wrong with you today?
What do you mean?
You look so freaking good and healthy, and it's like you're usually not looking like this. What did you do today? Like you woke up.
Did
and
you
had,
get a
like,
haircut,
good
by the way?
breakfast, like-
Your hair looks
You look
good.
like you got a haircut.
Yeah, I got my traditional haircut, and I slept for 24 hours watching werewolf movies.
There you go. Oh, you had a day off.
Explains it.
A day
No
off will
wonder.
always do it, dude.
Do you like
your
werewolf
mental is
movies?
Really good.
I watch as many vampire werewolf TV series as I can find.
Have you seen Dog Soldiers yet?
I haven't. No.
All right,
check it
as a
out.
film junkie, let me tell you, I think it's by far the best werewolf movie. It's like a British low budget werewolf movie that they did in like the 90s. It fucking rules. It's
Really?
awesome.
I'll check
You'll
it out.
love it.
Dog Soldiers.
Yeah, there's like one fight scene where a soldier has a fight with a werewolf in the kitchen, and it's like a 15-minute long fight scene with a werewolf, and it's rad.
Yeah,
It's
but
awesome.
is the soldier the good guy or the werewolf?
I don't want to ruin anything for you.
Because I don't want to
Spoilers.
watch a show where the werewolves are being hunted. I want to watch a show where the werewolves are hunting.
You gotta watch it.
Okay, I'll check it out.
What are some good werewolf movies? I can't even think of any.
Good, an American Werewolf in Paris or London. Sorry, an American Werewolf in London. Dog Soldiers.
Teen Wolf.
That's what I was. That's the only thing I was thinking about was
The
Teen
Order.
Wolf.
The Order.
Yeah.
Watch The Order.
Okay, I'm gonna write
The
this
Order
down.
is good. Vampire Diaries, the originals. Teen Wolf's good after the first season. You have to sit through first season of cringiness and cheesiness.
Wait, I thought we were talking about
after the first season.
Underworld is actually pretty fucking
With
sick,
Kate
too.
Beckinsale, she's so
Yeah.
hot.
I like Underworld a
She was my
lot.
first ban ever. You know that, right?
Really?
My
What do you mean ban?
My first ban on Twitch.
Oh yeah, I remember this story.
My first ban.
Yeah,
on
tell the
Twitch
story. It's a good
was
story.
In 2016, I got a 24-hour ban, and it's because someone in chat asked me, "Who do you think the hottest actresses are?" I said, "It's for me. It's tied between two women, and that is Kate Beckinsale and Charlize Theron."
Yeah.
And then someone
You
asked me,
got banned for this?
No, someone asked me to
Well,
rate,
hold on.
Someone asked me to rate them. And I gave them both, you know, I'm like, you know, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, you know, I'd fuck both of them. And then I got banned for that. I got banned for objectifying, rating them, and saying I'd fuck them.
What year was this? That's crazy.
2016. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
What?
Well, but here's the
I
thing. It's
confronted-
train. Go ahead. Sorry.
I confronted the individual who made this ban, and my suspicions were correct at the time. There was a female streamer that did not like me and had somebody find a reason to ban me. And at the time, which surprises me because I gave a lot of speeches and I said crazy shit. So the fact that they could only find that to ban me 24 hours for still shocks me to this day. But I still, like, I know who it is. Every time I go to TwitchCon, I hug the guy. We talk about this exact thing because it's the dumbest fucking ban. In 2016, me raiding Charlize Theron and Kate Beckinsale is the stupidest 24-hour ban of my, especially like no warning, nothing. It was a hit. Some chick put a hit on me and I got fucking hit with the ban. That's a real story. I know you won't believe it, but it is. That's exactly what happened.
I believe you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I believe you too.
What a dumb bitch.
I believe.
Thank you, guys.
I believe you.
A lot of people on this podcast should like write a book, man. Be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a
There's
lot
been
of
some wild
We should
stories.
all write a book together. As
pretty
one.
crazy story.
Oh, my G Fuel's cold.
Streamer stories.
Wait, that's good. You
That
want
moment of realization. Yeah, no, I think
cool.
I think he means it's ready. He was prepping it.
Indubitably.
Guys, make sure to use code APE on G Fuel. Guys, code APE, 30% off. And make sure to buy it with Cash App. No better than Cash App to buy it with. Cash App. Code Twitch TV for $10. Fuck, use the $10 to buy G Fuel. Call it a day.
I'm glad you're well rested. That's a good feeling. Are you an
Yeah, I'm not used
insomniac,
to that.
Brian? You have insomnia?
I have so many diseases. I
Yeah.
don't even talk about them.
I feel that.
No, I have, bipolar, OCD, split personality, some anxiety, some insomnia, some craziness.
Do you get anxious? I didn't know that.
Yeah. I even had this chick one time when I lived in, it was.
How many chicks do you have? Did you?
Yes,
There's one
this is
for every
very-
story.
Long history.
I had this girl actually.
No cap.
This was maybe like 6 years ago. She was actually riding my. She was riding my cock. Hands on the chest. She was stationed.
Damn.
Yeah, hands on
That's
the
so
chest.
cool.
And she was looking down at me. And
Like she was judging you, or
Looking down at you or looking down
she was
on
looking
you?
down into my eyes as
Okay.
I was just. Man, I was Trav Pipering it. Anyways, she looks into my eyes and she goes, I see darkness in your eyes.
Okay,
Oh my
this story's
God.
bullshit.
No, I
The other ones
swear-
I'm with you, dude, but this is
No,
this
no,
is
no,
too
no.
far.
I'm actually
you dated a
dead.
wicked. What the fuck's going on?
I am
All right.
dead
drop
fucking
her.
serious. No cap. I would usually laugh by now and tell you I'm kidding. No cap. She's on my dick. I'm fucking
Trainer would never
her.
lie, by the
She
way.
stops and looks into my eyes and goes, I see nothingness in your eyes. I see dark, just a pit of death. And I look back at her and she says, I see nothing. And she's like, it scares me. Right?
And then you turn into a werewolf.
No. And then I finished fucking her and told her to get the fuck out of my house. But that was no fucking joke. That's a story. I mean, I bought her an Uber. I was nice. I gave her a bottle of water too. I wanted to be polite and a gentleman. 'Cause I knew.
What kind of water?
True. I don't know. I think it was Aquapana or some shit. But anyways.
why not Gatorade? It has electrolytes.
Yo, Aquapana's great.
Yeah.
helps
I've never
plants
even heard
crave
of
reason-
the-
What about
yeah.
Fiji? Why not
The reason-
Fiji?
No, dude.
She wasn't one of Fiji.
Now I gotta fucking go on a rant about Fiji. Okay, everyone stop. Spaceboy, I'm gonna keep it $1.50 with you. You've pissed me off, and here's
No,
why.
Fiji's such a fucking meme, dude.
No, Fiji
It's water.
is
What's wrong
fucking
with Fiji?
trash. It is
it's fucking
dog
water.
shit No, it's not water. It tastes like diet water. It's empty water. The bottle is worth more than the fucking water. The bottle
Yep.
is the best thing of the water. Fiji is trash. That's one. Two, back to my story. The reason that I bought her an Uber home and I gave her a water is for this mere eye-opening experience I had previously in my life. So, when we have a booty call, right, what do we do as men? Let me tell you what we do. It's a rhetorical question. Let me tell you. We do anything to get him over. Then we have sex. Then we do anything to get him out. But in the instance of doing anything to get them out, what do we do that's wrong? We think in the moment.
Give them
We
water.
don't think what we can do to make our future selves happy. We think what we can do to make ourselves happy in the moment. It's a mistake. You give everything up for that non-horny moment, right? So what you have to do is you learn from mistake. You have to be nice because in 3 weeks you're getting horny again. Thank you.
I'd play Super Smash Bros. With them.
Yep.
Yeah, but then you're like bonding with them, you know. And I guess if you're doing a smash and dash, like
no, but like no, like for me,
Smash and dash is part of the Smash Bros.
Yeah, like honestly, like there are times where like I'd hook up with a girl and I'm like, after girl was over, whatever. And it's like, oh, like you play Super Smash Bros. And it's fun because like I'm not in the mood anymore. And now it's like I have someone I can play Smash Bros. With. Like I don't want to play like online and shit. The latency sucks. Yeah. And it's like there's like someone over now you can play with. I don't know. I just play Smash with them. That's fun.
Do you judge them by what character they play?
No, not really.
You're a good guy. You're a nice guy.
The last time
I played Bayonetta and Zero Suit Samus, so I'm a piece of shit. So
I play only Isabel.
I'm Liu Kang usually.
Yeah, he's good. I heard he's pretty good.
Yeah, the flying kick or the bicycle.
I like Gandalf.
Fireballs.
What the fuck are you guys
So like
talking
speaking of character, Blast Boys, what type of character are you gonna play in No Pixel?
I gotta work on this. And I still haven't figured out my character. I want to like get in like with like a group. I feel like people have these like groups, but then like a bunch of people go in as like solos and eventually find a group.
That's how most people go in.
Yeah. The best thing you can do is like there's so many veteran role players on that server that if you run across one, they'll pick up that you're new and they will literally carry you. They will carry you all day.
Trust me, I know that from Russ. I've experienced veteran role players carrying me. But in all honesty, like people like Seer, Will, and like Spaceboy on Rust like help me like develop RP more. One of the ideas for a character, because I'm like trying to do something that's like easy for me that I can do that's like unique. I just thought like, what if like my character is just some fucking crazy person who thinks we're in a simulation and that it's a video game, right? Like a character in the game that breaks the fourth wall, calling out elements of the game because they're fucking insane. Right? It's like, oh man.
I had a character that was that 2 years ago. He called it inconsistencies.
Yeah, right. Like, and I can be like, oh, like, did you not see that, man? Like, the physics are all off, man. The geo's rendering, man. Like, some kind of like insane character that way. Because then I can actually like use my experience. That's the only character I've thought of.
If you don't do it right, you'll get 5150'd and then you'll be locked up for the rest of your life.
What is 5150?
Ooh,
psychological evaluation.
Yep, 5150.
What is that?
It'll happen to your character.
You don't want to hear about it.
If too psychopathic, or is too distant from reality, and you end up in the hospital, and they do a psych eval on you. They'll 5150 you.
If you want to know how hard it is to get 5150, the last character I had get 5150, he couldn't tell the difference between people and bears, and he was a hunter. So I would have like.
Are you allowed to do that?
That's a great character.
Yeah,
that's a great fucking character.
Okay, I gotta
wait, Train. What are you doing besides being a gambling addict? What are you gonna do?
I wanted to create the CIA.
Oh, that's sick.
Am I allowed to do that? Or
it exists. It's called the CID.
Yeah,
oh yeah.
I would need the devs. I would need the devs' help and permission in order to truly be able to do it.
It's like JTF, right?
Train, if you really wanted to do that, you're gonna have to put hours into it. You're gonna have to be. You're gonna have to be able to have documents, do investigations, research. Like if you, no, but I'm saying if you want to do this, it would be great.
Yeah,
and it would be awesome. But you have to be willing to do it.
Seer, listen. Do you want to know why there's a cocaine meme in my chat? It's because when I get obsessed with something, I get obsessed. And I stream for 3 days straight with no sleep at all.
Then do it.
Okay.
Then do it.
If GTRP is fun, believe me, I will make the CID not even exist ever again. You guys will think it's out of the fucking game, but I'll be there. And I'll recruit you guys. And believe me, if one of you get out of line, if your political agenda goes against mine, just know 5150 is the least of your fucking worries. You'll be 69-69'd.
Awesome. Okay, I need to know more about the groups in No Pixel. I didn't know there was a fucking CID. I didn't know you could be 5150'd. I don't know if
CID exists yet.
Tell me more.
I think it's called JTF.
Really? They change it up?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm still not 100% sure what I want to do with my character. Like if I want to do the same character I did 2 years ago, or if I want to do like Cletus Cornwood again.
What did you do 2 years ago?
Give us a goddamn example of Cletus. Give it to us.
Give us an example of Cletus Cornwood. Well, shoot, brother. Damn, I went to high school at James K. Baptist High School, private school, and that's right. I was a 3-year starter on the offensive line. We weren't very good, but damn, could I eat some corn? Let me tell you what, my family, we had the best damn corn farm in town.
I got a goddamn amen in the chat.
You can get a yeehaw.
Amen to that, brother. Yee!
Can you tell me the name of your sister, your wife?
Shelly Cornwood.
Anybody gonna be with my sister? It's gonna be me.
That's right. We got 7 kids: Cletus Jr., Jebediah, Travis,
God bless him.
Josiah. Yeah, a few more. I don't remember their names right
God
now.
bless them all.
Listen, my advice is just do a character that you think you will have the most fun doing. Because regardless of what you want to do and what you think you might want to do, if you're not having fun, you're gonna want to get the fuck out and do something else. You'll think, oh, maybe I should play the next Zelda game. If you're thinking that, or you're thinking maybe I should be playing this other game instead, then maybe you're not playing a character that is as fun, because I think that there is a fun character for everybody.
Yeah, where you just get hooked and you just don't want to.
You just have to hone in on that fun character. You don't have to take it so seriously. You know,
Cornwood is good for that, but then also like my old character, if you remember, was the Persian guy, like the Persian immigrant, was
cab driver, right?
Well, I did whatever. I hung around with Leslie a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That was kind of like the best storyline my character probably had. But like the Persian like immigrant and kind of like the continuation of that story, like he's lived in America for 2 years now, and like now he like knows how to be an American. Like kind of like part 2 of that, I think would be kind of fun too. So I don't know.
I liked Ollie. Ollie was when I first met you, and Ollie made me laugh a lot. Ollie made me laugh a lot.
So I don't know, maybe
it's fun, but you just played him for like a month straight.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly So like, or maybe I'll just do a whole nother thing. So
do you guys switch up characters like during NoPixel?
Oh yeah, you can. You can literally log out and switch to another character.
Yeah, if you're not feeling a character, dude, just like it's one thing that doesn't exist in Rust. In this, if you're like, okay, I'm not feeling this, let's do something else. You know what I mean? Let's do a serial killer. Let's do a blah, blah, because you can be a serial killer and people will roll with it, because you have to remember you're on a server of people that want role play to work effectively. If you want to do a serial killer, if you want to do a investigator or a detective, if you want to be a guy who works at a news station, you could literally do whatever kind of character you want. And the people in this world will support what you want to do, because this is a world full of people that want role play to work. They want it to work. So if you walk up to somebody and you're like, "Oh, hey, I did this, you could bullshit everything." They'll go, "Okay, that's awesome," and they will roll with what you say.
They're just gonna say yes.
They will say yes and continue your story. The possibilities are endless, and you have to keep that in mind. Like, you can do whatever you want, and everybody will be willing to roll with that.
Can I hear more? Like, I mean, I'm curious. Can other people say what they're? I don't know if you guys want to spoil it or like.
I can give you 3 characters for me, and they're so far different from each other. My one character is the Chief Judge, who's over the justice system. So he's like the King Justice in the system when it comes to making laws in court and stuff.
And Judd is he's one of the most impartial judges out there.
Yeah,
he's very good.
Then I got Judd, who literally fucks tractors and is married to one, right? And then I got the Reverend, who is a dark web like cult priest. And there's actually a dark web on the server where you can kind of get into it, and they got like little hidden stuff, and it's real secretive, and not many people know about it, but they will kill you quick. So he's kind of part of that. So, you know, there's so many different things you can do.
I play like just a completely out of his fucking mind elderly man who, if you call him old, he just snaps. Like driving fast cars all up and down the streets, fucking getting in fights and shit. Just batshit insane idiot, but very elderly. That's fun. You can it really is more or less limitless. Like, if you think, would this character work? Yeah, probably. Like, it's super. It's just improv.
If you believe in your character, people will believe in it.
Yeah. You just want to tell a story that you want to tell.
I mean, didn't Chia have chicken legs?
Yeah, Sear's a fucking anime character, and then his other character is a cocaine kingpin. Like, 2 wildly different but both effective characters.
Wait, Sear, one of your characters is just an anime character?
Yeah, he's your standard anime protagonist character in a Square Enix game or a Funimation animation.
Dude, the
first time I remember like interacting with you individually, I thought you were a soundboard. It was outside the hospital.
A lot of people think that. A lot of people thought that.
It was outside the hospital, and you kept walking around me and being like, Yujiya Jones, and like you just said the same thing over and over again. And I'm like, what the hell? Who is this?
Bro, that's the best reaction. I fucking live off of that moment of silence where they're like, they don't know how to react. Bro, when people don't know how to react is actually one of the biggest compliments.
Dude, my favorite is
so good.
Dude, my favorite reaction I get is when people find me later and they're like, that's not his real fucking voice. When I'm playing Mel, or like when I did Officer Space Boy.
Oh yeah, people. I learned that wasn't your real voice.
It's so fun.
I remember interacting with you, and I was like, I remember thinking, like, man, this dude just has like a really high pitched, like very distinct, kind of annoying voice. And then like I remember, I think I rated you, and he started talking. I was like, wait, what the fuck? That's not his voice. Like, oh my god.
If you get to where people think you're using voice changers, you're doing it right. Like,
I was gonna ask, do people use voice changers, or is it looked down upon because it's not like real enough, and you should be putting more effort into like changing your character and your accent and stuff?
I think voice changers aren't entirely necessary, because I think that you can have a good character without having to have a change in voice. I think a good character is not necessarily defined by his voice. I think a good character is based off of his actions. Now, a lot of people will do voice changes for crimes if they're trying to commit a crime. No face, no case, right?
Yeah. I don't. Go ahead. Will's been trying to get a word in from me.
No. I think the whole like voice changing thing is like part of kind of like a improv mentality, where like a lot of people, like Sierra's right, you don't need to change your voice to play a good character. But I think the voice thing is like a mental thing where like a lot of people have a much
good intro
time like snapping themselves into a character and staying in a character. Like
if I'm talking like this, it's hard for me to like say insightful, quiet things. Like I'm gonna be a fucking degenerate when I'm talking like this.
And so it kind of like creates that flip, and it's also easier to like put people, like immerse people into that. Yeah,
that's how I feel a lot too.
The voice change, I think with the voice change too is like you get wrapped up inside of role play too, and what ends up happening is when you're using a voice, like it's almost like a constant reminder to yourself that you're playing a character, and you're not like what they call on the server like a self-insert, because you got I mean, it doesn't happen as much as like on a public server, but you'll have people come in who literally, they don't necessarily role play. It's just them being themselves in a fucking video game.
It's like it's Second Life or a chat room, you know?
I think Penta is a good example of somebody who doesn't change his voice, but keeps his voice and has very significantly different characters.
Yeah, Penta's amazing.
A good example of somebody who can create different characters without having to change his voice too much, making a believable character based on his actions and the way he talks based on his actions, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but you can, I mean, as far as character creation, the other thing too is like, you never know, like Syria and Spaceboy were saying, like people are just willing to go with whatever. So it's like, you start something and it's like, you don't have to have like this solidified story. It's like, you just hop in with like a background, like, fuck dude, for me, it was like I came in and I wanted to be like a gangbanger that practiced like new age healing, as like almost like there was like this juxtaposition, like something you wouldn't necessarily find, but it's not too far off. And then next thing I know, well, not next thing I know, but like fucking 6 months down the road, now I'm a terrorist.
Yep.
I'm him and Max.
Those arcs are great.
This was really funny.
Those arcs are great. I also love character models that don't match their voices. That's a thing that I fucking love.
Yeah.
Trev, how long did I put you in Max Sec for? How long?
Oh my God. Listen, I did. So in the last 3 months, I have spent over, I want to say 40 days in jail. No, 30, 18, 12. Yeah. So 30 days. But yeah, I've been locked up in Max Sec. And
what did you even do to get terrorism? I don't even remember.
So so it started off as I was rolling around with Dosmeti, who plays, he's got this he's a Russian character, but he says he's from Canada. And so we ended up kidnapping a cop, and we made the cop film a terrorist video and saying that he was the leader of like this mass terrorist organization that was going to take out Los Santos. Then we ended up kidnapping another cop, and we said we were going to like dump nuclear waste in the water. And then I ended up kidnapping the head doctor, and I said that I made him say that he was going to dump nuclear straws in the ocean because fuck sea turtles. And then we started blowing up a bunch of random shit, and that led me on my terrorist path.
By the way, let it be said, when you talk about in GTA, because anything is possible, when you talk about your experiences in GTA RP,
it's so good.
Outside of context, it sounds real,
dude.
And when GTA RP was my life, I would be in the back of an Uber with people like Space Boy, and we would be talking about what happened today. And we'd be like, bro, we killed those fucking cops. We robbed that bank. We took that shit and we fucking bounced out, bro. The way we drove that car off and then blew up those fucking cops, bro, and they all died.
Dude,
and like,
one of my
we'll be
favorite
talking about this with 100% commitment.
Yeah.
Like, and the Uber driver will be looking at us in his rearview mirror.
Yeah.
And we will not say like just kidding or anything because we're talking about RP.
Yeah.
Because
you're talking about what we did that day.
You're just like your brain receives it.
That was
like,
always one of my favorite things.
I'm pretty sure
you just go into it having a casual conversation, and then you have that self-aware moment of how you sound, and you're like,
yeah. It's happened at restaurants with ex-girlfriends where I'm like, when I had a serial killer character, I was like, yo, I took him out to the woods, I gave him the good old shank, left him out there. They didn't remember a fucking thing. That was so good. That was number 124. My 124th kill. And like, I'm at a restaurant talking about that. And I'm like, oh shit, wait, this is RP. And it just sounds horrible.
I actually got paranoid and unplugged my Google Mini because I thought I was going to end up on a list.
Oh, bro, that's the thing. I get worried about that.
Alexa, it's all fictional.
I literally have that. I have Alexa right next to me, and I say the T word a lot, and then I'm like, oh fuck, I'm on a fucking watch list now.
You know what's crazy?
Oh yeah,
it's crazy.
What's crazy?
That was a delayed reaction by me.
Everyone gets like so sensitive and mad about privacy, and
then we put microphones.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Dude, we're surrounded by so much tech
and giving information to the quote unquote government. But as soon as an invention comes out or something that is hip or cool, everyone gives it up willingly.
Like,
Like,
people gave it up. People gave it up unwillingly a long time ago. People are gonna like get up on their high horse and say, "I'm not gonna have Alexa because I don't want her to know my information." But you have the new fucking iPhone, which actually has better, you know.
Yeah.
You're really low, Devin.
Yeah.
Devin, you're super low, by the way.
Devin, you're on the moon right now.
What do you mean?
You're really quiet.
You're like. Oh
no, you're just quiet.
People gave up privacy a decade ago. Without even unintentionally, just by buying product, people gave up privacy.
But you have to. No. It's not unwillingly though. How can you say it's unwillingly?
Okay, it is willingly. It is willingly. You're right, because they bought the technology.
No one's like lying about it. Like it's common sense. Like for example, social media. Okay, if you look at social media. So if you like go into just like logical spying. Right, logical information gathering. Like when I say logical, I mean like anyone could put together what they would need, the basic information they would need to kind of get to know somebody. That kind of stuff, you know, the amount of work it would take, and the amount of I don't want to say espionage, but you know, the amount of infiltration that you would have to do is insane. It's an insane amount of work. But if you look at social media, it gives you everything. It gives you your pattern. It gives you your circle of friends. It gives you who you like, who you don't, your opinions, your thoughts, your stances, your political views.
Yeah.
Everything, right? And there was one thing I learned I actually learned something in college, surprisingly. I took this this online privacy course. And there's
Did you fuck your teacher? Is this where we're
going
into?
It's gonna be another military.
I
took this privacy online course, and she told me
I whipped out my cock. She started sucking on it through the screen.
It was very cryptic.
your hours? Homeschool.
She was
That
very
was the first time I
cryptic.
cybered.
She told me her office hours, but I could read between the lines. She asked me to come in. I opened the door. Her legs were wide open. That pussy staring right at me. My cock got hard. I could tell at that moment my brain wasn't working, but my brain inside my dick was. I approach. She looks at me, bites her lip.
There's
I walk
darkness
closer.
in your eyes.
I walk closer to her. She looks deep into my eyes, realizes there's nothing holding me back. At that point, she tells me to show who I am. I turn into a werewolf, mask off. My big, furry, thick cock enters her vaginal cavity. At that point, she knew. She knew she wanted nothing more than to be with me. At that point, she told me, there is no privacy. The government needs 3 simple things. 3, that's it. I believe it's zip code, gender, and one more thing. Zip code, gender. It's 3 simple pieces of information that everyone gives up, even if
age, sex, and location.
It might be age, sex. Yeah.
ASL, baby.
ASL. Yeah, it's year you were born. Year you were born. No, sorry, month you were born. Zip code and gender. Those 3 things are enough to pinpoint anybody in any city, anywhere in the United States. Those 3 simple things, right? And everyone, even if you hide your year, it says, December for me, right? You find my zip code, 78704, right? And then I'm male.
Wait,
right?
stop. Wait. Stop. You're telling me that if I know someone is born in July and I know their zip code and I know they're a male, I can know who they are.
Yes.
You already know more about them than most.
Wait, you're telling me that the only information I have is I have a zip code. Do I have their name?
Well, I'm sure you have their name.
Okay, so I have their name as well.
Because you've got to know who you're looking for. So if I know I want to find Will Neff, right?
Yep.
And I know his zip code. I know
online alias combined with the information that you just gave.
Okay.
Yeah, like online alias. So that's what I mean. It's some shit like that. Yeah. It's something very simple and just like. Well, my point to all of this is everyone who preaches about this kind of shit. It's crazy to me because we all give everything up so willingly. But then we complain and say the government's trying to find us by passing some bill. But we've already given everything through our iPhones. We've given everything through any app we have. Half these motherfuckers that downloaded TikTok, fuck America knowing. China has a fucking entire goddamn database of the next fucking 10 generations of your family fucking tree because of what you signed off to, right? So I don't know what the fuck everyone's tripping about.
What's that?
I didn't bring them
China.
up.
What's the recent documentary that's literally on this
Spycraft.
social media? No, the one before that.
Oh,
I've heard good things about that one. Social Dilemma. Yeah.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, but that's not any information that we didn't know. It's obvious shit.
No, I mean some of it's gotten like I didn't know they're monitoring how long I scrolled on a certain image on Instagram.
Yes, I know that. I know that as a fact because
it's true.
If I crack open Instagram. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, wake up, and I'm like, oh, Bram, British memes. And if I look at it for longer than 3 seconds, I scroll down, another British memes, another British memes, another British memes, another British memes. When it would never happen under any other circumstance. They know how long you are looking at a certain thing, and your feed, we don't realize it, but your feed updates as you scroll, and it changes your feed depending on your retention based on what you're watching.
Well, that can't be true. My entire feed is anime waifus, and I don't fucking like that shit. That's gross.
Listen, wow, we support you here. You can be true with us. You can be your true self with us.
What do you mean? My true self thinks that.
Wow.
Listen, my son sucks. 02 sucks. There's no way I'd sim for them. And those two specifically. Yep.
We support you.
Oh.
And we're here for you. Okay.
Let me. Well, Train's not there, is he? So with that being said, Blastoise, what do you have any idea what type of character you want to make?
No, honestly, because so for me, I also don't know how much is it similar to Rust, where you find a group and then you as a group do stuff, versus it's kind of solo and then you interact. So I don't know if I should.
I could give you a couple recommendations.
Yeah, I want some recommendations.
So something I would do is go through a list of movie characters that you love and are inspired by. Try and replicate one of those movie characters, a protagonist. Tyler Durden from Fight Club, this character from a movie, this character from a movie, blah, blah. Take that, amplify it, make it more dramatic. Or another thing you can do is you can just go through the pedestrian models and get inspiration just by looking at them. And then when you get inspiration by looking at these models and you're like, oh, wow, look, this guy looks like this. This guy looks like this. Take that idea, make a custom model and amplify that and add a couple features to it. You will find yourself with a good character, and that character will develop itself based on your interactions with people. Create just create a morality for your character. Things he will do and things he won't do. It doesn't need to be overcomplicated. It doesn't need to be dramatic. It doesn't have to be so deep. Just have fun. You know what I mean?
Sorry.
That was great advice.
I was gonna say, to throw onto that, like one of the things, it's like I remember in like English class, like fucking the teacher saying like good writers write about what they know, and I think that fucking helped a lot for me in the beginning. Like I chose like that new age shit. It's like I grew up in LA and all my friends are like fucking hippies and into crystals and psychics and shit. And the other thing is, I mean, people might like do what is called like RP checking you, and it's like if you build like just certain traits off shit, like S-Van is from Texas and he was fucking nailing that accent. You know what I mean? I mean, like simple, like think about like simple shit like that too. Like it doesn't have to be fucking crazy. And again, I mean, once you're in and you just start interacting people, like it just fucking takes off. It's like,
there's good RP checking and there's douchey RP checking. So douchey RP checking would be, let's say Blast wants to create a character who is this extravagant German guy who comes over and does this, that. A douchey RP check would be if you could speak fluent German.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, blah, blah, blah. And you start speaking German to him. And you're like, okay, I guess you're not German. Or what city are you from?
Because it like ruins his RP. Yeah.
Exactly. That is the opposite of improv. You don't do shit like that to people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't test people on their RP. Let them live it.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Like, this No Pixel server is going to be a bunch of like super seasoned RPers who are like just god tier at it, and then it's going to be a bunch of like streamers who are either new to it or have no idea.
There's going to be a lot. There's going to be a lot of views. A lot of people that are new.
Well, here's the thing.
On one server.
I think
100.
Do you know what I was starting with, or what slot?
They haven't announced it, but my best guess is probably around 100.
Yeah, I think they're going to start with something like 75 to 100.
How good the RP is.
Yeah.
My entire character that I'm making, and Seer and Spaceboy are helping me with this, is basically a character that's going to be designed to help the people that are a little lost. I'm actually playing like a German director who's making a film, and we've basically already blown the budget, and Seer's like my principal actor. But like, so we're gonna go around and grab basically people who are kind of new, like other creators. So like I might run around and grab like say it's you, Blastoise, and I'm like, Blastoise, okay, your scene is this. You're coming home and Sia is your drug dealing partner, but also your sometimes very gay lover. And you find him with a woman. You're feeling very confused feelings because you want your business to thrive, but now your love life has gotten in the way. I need raw emotion. Draw something from your personal life. I can see in your eyes you've been cheated on many times. Onto action, go.
Yeah.
And like I'll just throw you in like an RP within an RP.
Yeah.
Bro, and I love it. That's the thing too, is like, bro, like people are just gonna enable you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's not like a competitive fucking. I mean, listen, RP isn't. I would love to be signed to a fucking esports team so I could say I'm the first competitive RPer. But I mean, the reality is everybody there wants. At least from my perspective, it's like you want other people. You're down to help other people out because I mean it's fucking content, it's role play, and if I'm enabling you, then you're enabling me. So it's like it's like a circle. And
if I throw you the ball, I'm trusting you that you're going to throw it back, and we're going to have a good back and forth. Regarding what we were saying about like knowing people, like you're probably going to want to go in like. What Will, Seer, and I are doing isn't super typical. Like we go in and we have like this backstory of all already working with each other. More or less, you're probably going to go in like, I'm new to the city. I don't know you guys. And then you're just going to meet people. Like
you'll make up your lore as it happens.
Yeah, like even if the person you're interacting with is a streamer you know really well, I mean, you can throw something from like, holy shit, didn't we go to high school together? Blah blah blah. Like that's fine, but it's so fun to like interact with people you know really well, as if you those two characters you don't know each other at all.
Yeah,
so you two know each other well, but the characters get to know each other.
Yeah, it's totally okay to make up your lore as it goes along. You do not have to have a fully developed character with his entire life story when you go into it. Someone could ask you, man, have you ever been into a car crash before?
That's up to you.
And you could think at that moment and you're like, yeah, you know, there was a time, blah, 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 make up a story. Boom. Suddenly that's part of your lore. Maybe it's actually affected the way that you act, you know? So there's things that are going to happen to you that will affect your lore. And that's the fun of it, right? These little moments that will affect your past, that will affect your future. And you didn't even know that as the player until now. And that is the fun of it.
Well,
I feel like that happened a lot on
Russ of the new Pixel, or what features are you looking forward to the most that's updated?
I've tried to stay pretty blind to it because we've been
waiting for the
update. We've been waiting for the update to tell you.
So the coolest feature out of everything is basically the economy. The economy self-runs itself. Everything has its own tax infrastructure. It's basically like an IRL economy. And if people aren't running their business the right way, or the DOJ isn't punishing people for running their business illegally, then the whole thing's going to collapse. So the economy itself, the voting around the economy, as in voting for the mayor and how the mayor runs the city, then you can also vote for case laws and stuff like that about what's implemented and what's okay and not okay to do in the city. So just the base of that keeps the city running as a standard is the number one important mechanic.
Can you fuck with the money?
Oh yeah,
someone manipulate the money.
Dude,
Yeah,
I
you got the SEC involved because you know.
I had a character who was over. I had the most debt to the state on the server and managed just through connections and cash and friends to own 3 Lamborghinis. So I had the least money of anybody and 3 supercars. They just completely fucked the system.
I feel like that's why they put
does money
everything
actually matter on the server?
I'm literally in the because like
it does.
Yeah.
It can fuck you over. Actually,
Like, I couldn't-
if you
I
don't do
couldn't-
it right, you can fuck your life up.
I had no fucking money. I'm in the trailer. There's a scene where I'm begging for my Lambo to be taken off of the repo truck because they implemented a system where I'm not gonna be able to do that shit anymore. I don't know what the system is, and I look forward to seeing it because I broke that shit last time.
I feel like they implemented it because specifically because of you, Mel.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely, at least partially. So I'm probably going to be broke as hell, but this time I won't have a nice car.
The fines did go up dramatically. So like the fines themselves, you're not really going to get punished per se by the jail time. The jail times are still the same; they're not that high. But the fines, like they're going to rock your world. So if you want to come in straight balls to the wall doing crime, you're going to be broke and living under a bridge in no time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I figured you can't just like play it like GTA
Yes,
and just like
it might
go YOLO.
actually kill your RP if you go to much like it would kill your life if you decided to do that.
What significance does being broke have? Like, how does that play out?
Well, I mean, it's a lot like Rust, man. If you have no mats, you can't make anything.
Money's a really good prop. If you want to like put together big heists, you know, you're going to have to buy the big guns.
Yeah.
You got to buy the fast cars. You know, it's a prop to make. It's a cool prop to make cool RP happen.
Yeah,
So
Devin, money can facilitate good RP. If that's the kind of character that you want. If you're somebody that just rushes in, does a bunch of crime, you end up going to prison, you're negative, blah, blah, blah. You're going to end up in a situation where you're going around begging people to carry you so you could fix your fucking life. It's going to be that's what the fun of the RP is do not fuck it up like you wouldn't fuck up your own life.
You can literally screw yourself over. You can have all your assets taken. You can have everything taken from you.
Or you could be like someone who wants to like progress through the new mechanics or the new updates and like really try to push, and you want to put together that crack crew who can take on the big heist after months and months of prep, role playing out, working your way to the high tier guns and the solid cars that are going to get away from the cops. Or you could be 3 schmucks using the camera mechanic to shoot a movie in game and just saying silly shit. Like you really you can be a cool fucking serious storyline character. You can just fuck around, make a little sketch comedy. Like there's so many options.
And no matter which one you do, the people in the server will pick up what type of like vibe you're putting down. Like if you're putting down like a silly like satire character, they're gonna notice that, and they're going to give you what you need to progress that. If you're doing like a serious role play character, they're going to pick up on that, and they'll go down that avenue with you too. So
yeah, they can feel what you're doing.
To make good content, right? And if you purposely fuck people over on what they're trying to do, then you're not making good content. You're just causing problems.
What other new shit besides the economy? Is there any other big updates?
Oh yeah, so you got the casino, which is only open certain times of the day. The whole police station is completely revamped. The whole law system.
Server's gonna be dead in a week.
Yeah, why did you guys add a casino? That's so dumb.
To be fair though, it's not a wheel, bro. If it's
I half
blackjack,
expected
I
it.
will be at the casino.
Yeah,
I half
I mean,
expected
I love
Train to
blackjack.
run back from the other room. Dude.
Hey,
It's only
Blue
open
Red, baby. Blue Purple Red. Come on, I need this. I need this to hit, boys. I need this.
Leave it down to
to
Train to ruin
Red,
No
baby.
Pixel in a week if there is if there's a wheel.
I don't know who said it, but one of the things that actually makes me really comfortable about. I actually messaged Will about this. Will, I said it like really briefly. One of the reasons I'm really excited for this is like Rust actually feels like you can kind of just do anything and is really a blank slate. What's kind of nice about GTA is that it's like there's a little bit more on rails. Like it's Los Santos, right? Like
There's
it's
context.
yeah,
Structure
it's
is
LA.
good. Yeah.
Dude, that makes me feel so much more comfortable.
You know,
having structure, having police, like having like official people, it's always really good.
And the police will be police. You're gonna have to, like, they're not gonna fuck around. It's not gonna be like how the police were on Rust.
No.
And the police were great on Rust, but they were lenient. But the police in GTA are going to be, if they pull you over because you ran a red light, you better be ready to handle a realistic scenario with a cop.
If you blow that red, you need an excuse.
I was gonna say that's one of the good things about like. I was gonna say one of the things that's good about GTRP is like, you get into these situations that, there's such a heavy focus on RP and everybody understands on like how to carry out a scenario. Because at least I don't really remember there being a whole lot of situations like on NoPixel last time I played, where people would not carry out the scenario like. They wouldn't try and kill the RP. Where like on Rust, you had like different people playing in different ways, and it's like really Rust isn't an RP game. And it would just like get weird. Like
people would just leave. They'd be like, "All right, I don't have time for this."
It would just be kind of weird. Like, and you gotta know like how to take an L too, right? Like you gotta know like, oh, I'm supposed to lose in this situation.
But there's fun in taking an L.
Yeah, like someone's gonna run up on you. You will get stuck up. They will take your cash. But then you think about like you don't think about it like, oh, I lost my money in a video game. You think
it's not about winning and losing. Yeah, exactly.
If I was this, say I don't know what you're gonna do. Maybe you're a cab driver. You start thinking, man, I gotta get a gun. I don't want this to happen again. And you start going through the avenues. They won't let me get my license. You start going underground. You find one of the players who he might have a gun. He might have scratched the serial off just because you got robbed and you quote unquote lost. You get this whole storyline. You get a whole story.
Yeah,
the story is guy who got robbed.
Yep.
Well, you know what's a good example of taking an L is it was Sear when I don't even remember exactly what happened. There was some sort of altercation, and you guys were near the police department, and you were like dying, and then we were like harassing you, and the Space Boy just kept hitting you in the head
with the rock.
With a rock,
with the rock.
And it was just funny because you were just like bleeding out and like being miserable,
screaming.
But it was just funny.
I love
screaming
LRP.
in your mic for like 5
I love
minutes.
LRP.
I play losers.
LRP is so fun for me.
But I remember there being people in chat being like, "Stop! You guys are bullying him." It's like, dude, this Sear thinks this is so funny.
Dying.
Like,
I was dying. At the end of the day, the only real L in RP is if you're not having fun.
Yeah,
that's it.
Right.
That's it. And
so what the
there's
fuck can
nothing
I
more
be, guys?
to it.
What do you want to be? Dude?
I want to be CIA.
You can be anything you want.
I want to be
a
professional
Now's the time.
player, dude.
I want to be CIA, but I don't know if
I think
I think
for like authority characters, you have to come in later, right? Like police have to like apply, or like how does that
like
work?
I've been playing 2 years and I don't even have a cop yet. But you could play a character who like dead ass full on thinks and insists that's who he is, and that's where he's from, and that's what he's doing.
I thought about doing that with Cornwood and like making him like a retired cop, but at the same time, like he ends up trying to be like a vigilante. Like I think it would be really funny. But I also think Allie would be funny. So like, I don't know.
We just be Batman and Robin, dude. Easy. I'll be a little. I didn't want to say it.
You'll be my little Nathan.
Your little pog champ.
I'll be a little pog champ.
Because there's actually vigilante laws, so then you're going to be cut like in our place. Whether is the police actually the good guys, or are they the bad guys because they're not letting me take care of what needs to be done, and they're not doing it, and somebody needs to do it, and that's a whole nother storyline. Before you know it, you're either one to put the police aside, you're with the criminal side, or you're on your own, or
It's true because you have to remember the police in this GTA world are still in their own way a gang. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
They're gonna stick together.
What do you mean? It's like
if you're on their bad side, they're gonna find a way to make your life miserable. They will find a way to fuck you up and stack charges. So if you want to go into this world, Train, being somebody who is like a CIA agent, go in with that character who has that mentality from the get-go. You know what makes him somebody worth being a CIA agent from the get-go.
I'll one up that, right? You want to do like a CIA agent, and with your extensive knowledge about MILFs and vagina, what if you were a delusional CIA agent who was obsessed with MILFs and completely infatuated with them, but at the same time thought they were illegal? So you went around MILF hunting. You were the MILF hunter of Los Santos. And then you just fucking kidnapped all the MILFs and locked them up.
I played so then you're just Trainwreck TV. Like it's
exactly. Well, there it is.
I played a dude who batshit insane.
Yes, he just Trainwreck TV.
Oh, fuck you.
Shut your dumb ass up, Nathan. All right,
Train, you're not going to be a porn star and hook up with Will, and I think you two would make really good content.
Hey now,
you're not gonna be able to be like CIA right off the bat. Like it's not gonna happen. I'm gonna go ahead and be able to tell you that now. But what you can do is you can make a character that used to be a CIA, and got fired, or maybe even paranoid and delusional and thinks he's CIA, and you can build off of that, and maybe one day get the ability to be CIA. But you're not gonna be able to walk in day one and be like, "I'm CIA." You know what I mean?
I would never say I'm CIA because. Right?
Oh, you want to be like totally like deep undercover.
I'm talking actual CIA structure. Like I'm gonna be the head of the agency. Like I'm built for that. You don't understand. Like listen, there's a reason I'm 4-time Among Us champion. Okay, there's a fucking reason. I can literally make it happen where they don't even know we exist.
You could have You could eventually have a fucking power struggle with.
Okay, Train.
No, this is my jurisdiction. And they're like, no, it's ours. You can.
Well, that's the spirit of the RP, though, right? It's like you can do anything.
Yeah. My advice to you is, and there's going to be a lot of opportunity to this. Just be a private investigator.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have a lot of opportunity to investigate crimes. Do this, blah 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 blah. You could actually work your way up to that by doing that. Well, it's not that hard, bro. Just go and investigate victims. Go and talk to the cops. Build a case. If you want to do it, you'll do it.
I have the eye of who to recruit to. I know exactly what the CIA organization needs.
Make a whole fucking crew.
Because I know who the memers are and who can be serious, right? So, for example, I could never hire Esfand to be a CIA with me, right? He'd get bored.
No, dude, I would be good at that kind of like because I play characters. Like I don't dick around whenever I do IP. Like I'm like
Esfand should totally be with you.
Yeah. Like I can do whatever.
By the way, Esfand, you are very good at RP.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I don't know
Dude,
if people
Esfand,
tell you that,
be
but
serious,
you should
bro,
know
I'm
that.
telling you, bro, the CIA. The problem is,
dude, Esfand could be CIA right now. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you don't even know. I might be CIA in real life.
But
I would actually be really good.
Here's the problem, okay? Here's the first problem I run into being CIA. We need to find what our
no one talked
purpose
shit to you in
is,
high school. That's
right?
fair.
What our purpose as the CIA is. Because CIA, you need an entire country, you need other countries, you need shit like that. The city's too small and there's too few people. What would the CIA actually do?
Investigating domestic terrorism.
We would come in and there's like something that we have a lead, right? Like some kind of weird there's like some kind of drug ring or like something weird is going on, right? We're here to investigate it. That's what it would be if we were to do CIA.
Train, you're limiting your imagination right now.
No. Here's the problem.
You've already limited your imagination.
No. Here's
by
the problem.
calling it as an island where this is the only place in the world that exists.
First of all,
you have to imagine there are places other than this island that exist. Drugs could be coming in. Let
me fill you in on something, Esfand. We lost the war on drugs long ago. The war on drugs showed us that we can never win. So we wouldn't go and bust the drug dealers. We would run the drug world. Do you understand? We are the tip of the spear, but we're the bottom of the iceberg. So what these petty drug dealers running around Los Santos think they are, they're going to hear one name. And that name is going to be the most feared drug leader. Do you understand? But no one's going to know that he's actually CIA. And we learned that we can never beat it, so we joined it. And in order to control it, we are the kingpin of it. Do you understand? That's the real shit.
Train, I had a kingpin character. I know what you're. It's not that it just doesn't roll like that. You can't just.
Oh, it's gonna roll like that.
If you roll into the city and you go, if you start trying to tell people I'm a fucking drug lord, I'm running this entire operation.
None of that. No. Listen, you guys are telling me I lack imagination. You guys lack imagination.
Are you saying you want to organically work your way up to that?
I'm telling you, when I enter the server, I'm just Travis driving around town, going to the supermarket. No one's going to know I'm dealing drugs or I'm running an organization. No one's going to know I'm CIA. People are going to think I'm a random, nobody, fucking loser in the corner buying my food, keeping to myself. No one's going to know. I'm not going to run around and say, hey, I'm a kingpin. I'm CIA. Don't fuck with me. That's not how it is. People can literally arrest me and I'm not going to say a word. But then overnight when I disappear from the cell, they're like, what the fuck happened? Right?
I like that. I like that. I love this. I think you should roll.
I agree. I like this too.
Because this is what it needs. It needs exactly what you're saying.
You're gonna find a way to do that shit that you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but here's the thing: you also have to understand, like, it might not pan out that way.
It might not. It might go in a random fucking direction, and it might be a more fun direction. Might be a
but
weird
it's okay
direction.
for them to try. I think what our peers are trying to tell you is like that, like there's like a bias towards like a lot of people that come into the server and want to be exceptional, but like one of the charms of RP is like being a normal person that like isn't exceptional.
Yes,
and taking that on, like that's like that in itself is a story. And if you end up being exceptional, it's because of the story you create. But it's not because like you come in. Like
I'm gonna tell you right now, if you RP'd like a degenerate professional card player, like a professional gambler, and like went to the casino and played like one of those guys you see in Vegas who's literally a card shark who has like a cheap suit, who's like makes a reputation as like a swindler, and you go like you literally have the ups and downs of gambling, but like bring that into like a lifestyle or like what you think that character would be like, and start like backroom card games and shit. You'll have so much more fun than like a CIA guy where like you're gonna have to do paperwork, dude. You're gonna have to do paperwork.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do a lot of paperwork.
Like, what the fuck is this?
Everybody who comes into the server wanting to be a fucking top-notch motherfucker. They want to be a crime lord. They want to be a kingpin. Blah blah blah. You can do those in
or you could be
ways.
A werewolf. Be a guy who thinks he's a werewolf.
I would need the coding in order to transform at night.
Yeah, listen, he wouldn't be role playing then. He'd just be what we call the self insert because we've already established
you
he
could
is
just
a werewolf.
RP that there's never a full moon.
Yep.
You can just be like, or you'll see when it's full moon time, motherfucker. Like mark it on the calendar and shit.
And I do want to say this to you, Train. If you're not having fun at any moment, feel free to message me or any of the other role players. Say, yo, this is fucked up. I don't know what's going on, blah, blah, blah. And I or any of us will give you a little piece of advice or a talk and say, blah, blah, blah. Because it comes down to having fun. Like,
yeah, and find a way to kill your character.
This is an opportunity to live in a world.
Yeah, like I think you should do that, but also find a way to kill your character and make a new character.
Okay, so that way if that's the case, then I'm going to start out as a degenerate gambler that counts cards. So,
Yeah!
There you go.
So
Who's
just
also
in
a
case-
werewolf?
So just in case,
Start raw.
just in case I don't have fun, what the story will be is I counted cards, I got caught, the casino took me underground, they killed me, and that character's gone.
That could work.
Yeah.
That would work.
Okay, so again, self-insert is what this is called. So what's your next?
Well, then it's self-insert will be the werewolf thing too.
Perfect.
Bro, you can roleplay that. You can roleplay the werewolf without even transforming, and that would be
werewolf
hilarious.
thing is so funny. A werewolf who's always threatening people. He's like, just you wait for the full moon. I'm gonna come, but the full moon for some reason never happens.
I'll do both. Fuck it, I'll be the gambler and the werewolf.
Train, you can get a mask that is a wolf mask.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you put it on at night, and you go out and you fuck people up.
That's amazing.
And then during the day, you're a very nice person. You know what I mean?
And you claim that you don't have any recollection of what happened.
Yeah, exactly. You could actually, you could actually role play.
You literally like, I have no idea.
You could actually do it. Train.
And you want
could
to
actually role play a werewolf.
You just always wake up naked in like the hills. And you're like, oh god, it happened again.
Because there's day-night cycles, Train. You could actually role play a werewolf, bro. People would love to see that. Your chat's already excited about it. They want it.
Yeah,
Give it to them.
That one's
Give them the
amazing.
werewolf.
That's so good, dude. That's
a top tier
actually so
character.
good.
Hold on. So what's your werewolf voice? Give us the voice for the werewolf character. Human
I can't
first.
do
What is
voices.
your
This is the problem.
Your natural voice is pretty fucking intense. I think that shit would work for a werewolf, dude.
You don't need to even change it.
Nah, you don't have to.
Bro, and you know what? The best thing is you might not even need to say anything. So if you could get them in a situation where it's just heavy breathing against the microphone,
Howling.
you know what I mean? And you're
Do I
just
turn my
fucking
camera
them
off
up.
during
And you
RP?
kill them,
If you want to. Most
heavy
people
breathing on the mic.
more immersive. Feels like you're watching a show.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, just get real close to your mic and do heavy breathing. Just like at that point, for your RP, like to get for your motivation, just imagine most people watching Just Chatting at 3 a.m. Just put yourself in that situation.
There you go, dude.
I like that. I'm gonna go
I'm pretty
practice the
sure
voice
if
in
you
the
made
mirror.
like a drug dealer type guy where you want to be the top kingpin, I know you'd want it to go your way, like you'd be the top. I'm gonna be honest, you'd probably be dead in 2 weeks. But do the werewolf.
There was
I don't know though. I feel like the thing is too with what Train's saying, bro. I mean, I don't think anyone should shut down any. I mean, if he wants to fucking do it, like
it's not especially with like if you want to become like a kingpin or a top CIA guy. All I was saying was you'd have to move organically in roleplay to that point. Like that.
Don't expect it to work out.
Yeah, it would have to come about in roleplay where you start as, Joe fucking Schmo, and then Joe Schmo does some cool shit, and then he does some more cool shit, and before you know, he's tip top. He is that fucking drug lord you want him to be. He was a street seller on Monday, and then on Tuesday, somebody gave him his first brick. On Wednesday, he gets caught by the cops. Then he turns. They bring him in. You know what I mean? Like it's all gonna happen organically. Your backstory should be super fucking. Not super, but pretty open-ended. So you have like an idea of who you want to be, and then it just goes off in whatever direction it goes in.
One of my favorite characters that ever came across that server was Young Dab for that reason.
Dude, he was like almost everybody's favorite character.
Legendary, just because he started off with such a very basic story, right? Just kind of like a down and out old guy trying to be cool, and he just got into everything. Like he just got into the world.
He changed. Yeah. He was only on the server for a few months. He changed the whole fucking meta for so long because everybody saw this character naturally, organically go from just a fucking schmuck to like the fucking supervillain of the whole server.
Mine was definitely Leslie. Dude, Nidus.
Oh, yeah.
This dude
Leslie Lang,
accidentally giving himself AIDS.
Yeah.
It's no coincidence too, because Moon has so much experience on like role playing, in his past. Yeah, that he just picked it up. It was really cool.
And the good thing about Moon is he had something that a lot of role players on the server didn't have, and it was, I'm a variety streamer. I could be leaving this soon. He had this feeling of like, I can leave this character and leave it with a fucking big ass bang. And a lot of people on the server didn't want to do that because they want to keep their characters going. And that was a big inspiration to a lot of people on the server, was this like, damn, dude, he got locked up for life. He's gone. Young Dab is still in that vault to this day as we speak, and it left a really cool lore.
Does Train leave when I talk?
No, Train leaves all the time. Train leaves all the time.
I have a question. I'm in the character creation. How do I like actually change what the character looks like besides just cycling through the pedestrian ones? Or can you just pick one of those?
Model 1 is the GTA Online model, and then you can pick from literally any clothing options or mask or character in GTA Online. So if you see,
you can't change like its face or body.
You have to go in once you get into the game. You go to the barbershop, and at the barbershop you can change your face.
No, the barbershop's implemented in the apartments right now. So if you go in the bathroom of your apartment, you can change your hair, makeup, if you wear makeup, all of that stuff.
So if you want like a different body type, you can't do the default character.
No, the default character is number 1. Ped Model 1 is GTA Online, and then GTA Online you're either male, you're female. They're all skinny. That's it. But then there's 300. I was doing it today. There's 370 like ped models that are literally just NPCs in the game. You can use any of those. I only use, for the most part, NPC models because they look like they fit in more. But you can do either or. If you do,
can you change the face and hair on those?
Some of them have like a few options. It'll say like on the right hand or the right hand side, it'll say like textures 1, 2, and that's how many faces they have. I can later on tonight. We can, if I'm still up after this, we can go through the character creator because it's fucking detailed.
Yes, please.
I'm gonna do that tomorrow morning.
Or I'll do it tomorrow morning.
I can't even get no pixel to work. I might end up doing Mario tomorrow because I can't get fucking no pixel to work.
Dude, mine was really buggy, but mine started working. Just keep playing with it.
Yeah, I will message you guys tomorrow because I need to figure out what I'm doing.
Okay.
Is it gonna be hard to get on No Pixel tomorrow?
I think tomorrow is gonna be the most insane day in the server's history.
It will. Yeah, I'm kind of worried because I agreed to do like a Code Miko interview.
Yeah.
And it's opening before that interview starts, and I'm like, I don't really want to get into the server and then do the interview. And then you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So.
S-Fan, I don't think you're gonna have a problem getting into the server.
No, I don't think you're gonna have an issue.
It opened up on what? Third.
I don't know what my prio is.
There was 700 people in queue.
Yeah, I think.
Wait, do I need to get in queue now?
No, I no.
Well, you're supposed to be in queue yesterday, dude.
Fuck. I just got on the character creator thing.
I don't think you guys are gonna have to wait too long in queue.
Yeah, no. So Reddit. What is it? Is it 4 p.m. Eastern? Yeah, 12 hours from now.
4 Eastern.
What's the population on the server?
It's gonna be like if we had Judd and I were guessing like 75 to 100 to start out, and then from there they're talking about raising it if like
how big can it go?
It's gonna be mostly streamers. It's gonna be.
I don't know what the limit is right now. I don't know if there is like a hard limit right now. I think
so. There's different.
Easy.
The reason they tend to cap it is like roleplay quality because like obviously there's the queue that like if you don't have necessarily prio or you're newer to the server, you got to wait to get in.
I wonder if I lost my prio.
Nah, I took it. I can't take it. If the server has too many slots and there's too few people in queue, just anybody who's whitelisting queues up is just going to be able to hop in.
Has anybody thought about a better way to watch this? Like when I tried to watch Rust at 50 different streams at one time, like I'm using live stream fails to like get the best clips, and that seems like a really shitty way. If it was really difficult to be able to follow everything that's going on, unless you really want to dedicate yourself to maybe one or two storylines at a time, I wish there was an easier way to consume.
Well, there is. You watch the people on this podcast because they'll have the best storylines. There you go.
There it is.
You got multi-stream, which basically you can set up like.
Slasher, are you on the server or interested in RP?
I've never done it. Maybe. Yeah, sure.
Should do it.
You should just RP Howard Stern.
Yeah.
You should just RP yourself.
Esports journalist. Esports journalist.
Every stream there is.
You know, I could be a reporter on the server and cover everything that's happening on the server.
I like that.
Ludwig did that in Rust, and it was really good. You actually should do it. It'd be sick.
You cover it, but you can't speak on it. That'll be the best part.
News reporter, dude. News reporter RP. News reporter RP is fucking sick because you have rogue news reporters selling info. You've got the snitches working with the cops. You've got the completely, entirely impartial ones. Like,
well, I can be Nightcrawler.
Hell yeah!
I really get Jake Gyllenhaal. Go around all the crime scenes.
if you wanted to do that, you could. You could have that exact character.
Murders.
When I shoot the shop clerk, you're taking nasty grisly pictures and you're selling them and you don't give a fuck that it's weird. That's how you make your money.
So on the server, I mean, kind of like speaking for the people that don't know, there are like mechanics that 100% enable it, like enabled that, like news reporters to do stuff. Like on the old build, it was like you would go by a radio scanner and you would get the cop calls and they would pop up on your screen, so you could go dash straight towards that. Also,
that's cool.
Yeah, there's actually like a full news team in NoPixel, Weasel News, and like they'll post stuff directly. Like, I mean, we have.
They sound like pussies. I would make a much better fucking news organization.
I think you actually would.
News.
Get out there and do it, dude.
But you can
do it. Let's go.
The news updates to the phone too, so the people running it will have pushes every so often, so you could actually use the web browser in game, and it brings up all the recent news that they've covered. So it's like, it's crazy. I don't know. Roleplay's a fucking crazy thing. It's crazy.
That's entirely something you could do on the server. That's something people are doing, and I think it would be fucking, like, we talk about self inserts, but I feel like if what you do is interesting enough, self insert that shit.
Yeah,
that would be cool as hell.
Okay, I'll think about that shit. Wait. So how about watching all that? How do you?
There's like multi Twitch and multi stream where it like pulls up a bunch of different streams.
Well, Twitch is actually killing multi Twitch. Twitch is.
Are they really?
I'm not sure if you've seen all. I've been posting about it a little bit. Any website putting embeds on Twitch, people's now implemented a purple screen of death. Where?
Why do you think they're doing that?
Because
they're stupid. They don't know what they're doing.
Twitch implemented new ad tech a few months ago, and this was okay. So even before that, they disabled, I think, pre-rolls that run on embeds. And then a few months ago, they're trying to get the new ad tech out. And then because of those things combined, they're fucking with embeds on sites that actually do stuff like Multi-Twitch and Team Liquid and HLTV. It's pretty shitty, actually.
Did you all see that? Oh, go ahead.
It's going to add, like, internally, it's one of, like, Twitch's really major things to get people to watch ads, right? Because it's one of the main ways to monetize. Yeah, that's what they're thinking is. So.
Yeah, but, like, embeds and people that made websites like Multi-Twitch to make it easier to watch Twitch should not be penalized because Twitch wants to serve more fucking ads. Figure that shit out and make it
their
good.
argument would be that they would have, like, they could only make blanket decisions on things like embeds, right? They can't actually, like, they can't actually
poorly, you know.
I agree,
executed.
but that's everything that Twitch does. But yeah, but just like their impetus is getting more ads on the website, right? And like actually trying to make money off the website.
I feel like a GTA dedicated site that could help you watch the entire server.
I mean, there are recaps. The other thing is there's the Hazroot website. I don't know if
there's a wiki.
So there's I can't remember. I think it's like nopixel.hazroot.com. I think, and it literally shows all the content. Like it'll show every single NoPixel streamer that's kind of like set up through that. But yeah,
I mean, all the VODs, the timeline, every point of view.
How many storylines are going on at one time? You think?
Oh my god!
You'll know when it happens, dude. You'll basically what'll happen is you'll see an intense interaction where this person's like, "Oh, this gang will be like this." Hey, we're gonna do this and we're gonna do this, and then you're gonna want to split tab. You're gonna be like, it's one of the few games where you're gonna see what the fuck is going on at the same time.
Pre-rolls, you're gonna if you're streaming NoPixel, you're gonna want pre-rolls off because people are hopping.
Yeah,
they're like they're going straight into
every like because there's dead periods. People don't realize how many times like you'll have like a 1 minute, 90-second dead period. Just like throw one in there to get the pre-rolls off.
By the way,
the Hazroot that Travis talking about, it's literally the site. We'll have to find what it is, but it has like every character name, and then next to it, I believe, is like that person's stream. And I don't know who updates it. I don't know if it just collects data from like people's stream titles. But I remember I was on there within like my first 3 days of being involved in the server years ago. Someone just threw me up on there. So when you pulled it up, it said my character name, and so if someone's like, I wonder who plays so and so, they're just going to go to that, and it's right there.
I inquired about the server slot. I got a statement back on it. Basically, what the statement says, it says, let me see here. It says, look, for several hours now, I've been told by credible sources the slot limit. However, due to the importance and insensitivity of the subject, have refrained from going on it. I don't feel comfortable with it currently. I don't think they're going to be releasing it now. I think I think they're just gonna be holding off on it.
Wait, so I was supposed to be in queue for no
who
Pixel
would say
yesterday?
that? What a fucking
No, we
dipshit.
were
Bro,
trolling.
it's crazy to think that GTA 5. Think about how old that game is.
Game's almost
Think about what its relevancy is going to be on Twitch.
Well, that's a really interesting thing. Like
after how old it is.
8 out of the 10 games in the top of Twitch are all older than about that old. Look at World of
True.
Warcraft, right?
Yeah,
Look at-
very good point. Very good point.
Isn't GTA 5 literally the most profitable piece of media ever made? Like not franchise, like a single piece of media.
I believe it's close. I wonder how close Cyberpunk got to it though.
Oh,
Because
man,
Cyberpunk
I
was
don't know.
insanely well sold. Yeah,
I don't think
I'm not sure.
Minecraft.
I don't think, and neither of those are even close.
No, not what
I'm
we're saying in the span of time, like GTA has been, but like if you give Cyberpunk like more time, it might get there. I don't know what the PR though.
Profitable or like or pure wait.
Profitable, like it's made the most money. Minecraft is the only one that sold the more units, I believe. And then I think the only more profitable franchise is Pokemon. But as far as like a single piece of media, they fucking pioneered microtransactions. They were selling shark cards, which is literally just GTA.
Minecraft is nuts.
Here's the
Minecraft is
thing.
the most units sold.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about
by a lot.
Here's the thing about GTA's relevance on Twitch is that Rockstar doesn't give a fuck.
They don't care at all.
No.
They do not give a fuck.
aware
It's not
of
a
it.
part of their branding. They don't show up to anything.
And they
they're
never
like,
will.
oh, GTRP keeps it relevant, but they still make so much money off of the GTA Online community.
Yeah, they're making so much money off of normies, man. Like they're never gonna care about RP.
They never care about RP.
But
It makes sense. You can't argue with that.
RP puts GTA like number 2 or number 3 on Twitch, sometimes even the top spot. And I was talking to Coyle earlier. He says he's never fucking spoken to Rockstar ever.
Dude, the only
is this possible?
The only
people overestimate how much
Rockstar is a rockstar. Rockstar is a rockstar.
Rockstar has ever said about GTA roleplay is I think Dan Houser was like, yeah, we've heard of like those private servers that run. Those are pretty cool. And that was it. And then that was it. That was the only thing talked about.
People overestimate the impact that Twitch has on a lot of like AAA games.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Because we live in our bubble. We live in our bubble.
Yeah. When you actually count out the users, it's not that many.
No.
Yep.
As of 2018, GTA 5 is the most profitable piece of media in history. It's accrued $6 billion. Yeah, it's accrued $6 billion in revenue.
GTA Online is so huge, man. All you need to do is go on YouTube and search GTA Online, this or that, bro. The YouTube videos, millions of views. It has nothing to do with RP, just GTA Online, this or that, or
YouTube,
this, blah, blah, blah.
So,
GTA YouTube is still so huge.
I guess and just to be clear, I'm guessing you're saying GTA is in like the entire our IP, like all the games together, correct? Not GTA.
True,
5.
but GTA 5
I think
Online
GTA 5
community is so
alone.
huge.
Yeah,
so
massive.
to give, I mean, I'm gonna get kicked off this show. I know for this. But to put things into perspective, Honor of Kings has made way more money than GTA.
Okay, but that's a totally different market and a totally different ecosystem, and
different
you don't
type
know
of
if those
player.
numbers are right. Like you don't know if those numbers are right because the whole thing, like those numbers are reported totally differently.
Honor of Kings.
It's an insanely huge Chinese game.
MOBA.
Mobile? Is it mobile?
It's mobile. It's mobile League of Legends.
Yeah, but that happens a lot with Chinese.
PUBG is actually
products.
massive too. PUBG Mobile is one of the most profitable games of all time. Yeah.
Again, because of Asia. Yeah.
Yeah. You're right. If you're looking at like Western media, I think it's GTA.
Yeah, because Western media is so different. Because bless, like I watched a documentary with Will. Will, remember when you watched about the streamers in China?
The People's Republic
millions of viewers.
Desire. Dude,
millions of viewers.
If you want to have your mind blown, go watch this documentary. It's called The People's Republic of Desire.
It's an awesome documentary.
Have you seen that, Blastoise?
Yeah, I have. It's really fucking good. And
yes.
I mean, like stuff like that.
It shows the scale Chinese audience. Like
it is
insane.
It is, dude. It's like the
and how you as an American, as a Westerner, could never ever know about that world.
Yeah,
dude.
It's
the level.
It's also that it's like it's a few years. Like it's not even that it's in a different path, and also like a few years ahead of us where they are with like streaming and entertainment. It's bizarre.
Yeah, it's insane.
What was it called again?
People's Republic of Desire, right?
Yeah,
it's a PBS
slasher.
documentary.
I think you would love it. I think you would watch that and absorb so much.
Every person in the like online verse of like streaming in the industry should watch that show.
Yeah, exactly.
It's such an insane perspective.
It puts Twitch into perspective.
Is it a show or a movie?
It's like a documentary.
Okay.
It's like every time someone breaks a streaming record on YouTube and Twitch, I make like a big deal about it. I make fucking graphs and all that shit. And basically, people are getting millions of concurrent viewers in China every single day. It's not like a huge news event.
Will, what were you
all the time?
What were you telling me a while back about like Twitch's like what was the term you used? Daily users, like the amount of people that use Twitch every day.
Yeah, the DAU.
Yeah.
Just like
DAO in your mouth.
The BAU.
Well, you call it your DAO in your mouth.
The daily active users
of
Twitch.
Monthly active users.
It's like
16.
Well, the other thing I always say is like Twitch's like comparable DAU to like the other social media platforms with which it competes. It's like negligible.
Yeah.
Like our daily active users, it is like a fractional amount of like the other like YouTube is like, what's YouTube? It's like 500 million, I want to say. Something like that.
Yeah.
A good way to think about it is that for every one Twitch user, there's 200 YouTube users.
There you go.
Yeah, that was why it was weird. I felt like even just like a year ago that people memed on like TikTok as TikTok being like a fringe thing.
Yeah.
When TikTok got bigger than Twitch and Twitter combined, it got massive, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So there's about 15.6 million daily active users on Twitch compared to
Devin, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Is there a comparison between the value of one viewer on Twitch compared to a viewer on YouTube?
Yes, because the one thing that Twitch really has is the minutes watched per active viewer is higher than any other platform in the world. It's about 103 minutes. So
a lot more dedicated and higher retention.
Almost everybody here are power users. Yeah.
Jesus.
And can you find that on any other platform?
No, not even
content is always going to get you to watch it more
Mm-hmm.
than almost anything else. So if it's like a VOD, which YouTube mostly is, you're going to watch that less. The only thing that compares are the Chinese live streaming sites.
The nearest thing that comes close is the American Super Bowl, which is 54 minutes. But after that, like you're not even close. So
chat
literally
knows what the fuck is up. PogChamp, baby.
Yeah,
Pog,
that's you guys. Good job.
PogChamp, baby. PogChamp, baby.
Dude, did all of you see what happened to Chris Pratt yesterday?
No.
Oh yeah, let's ask. What happened?
All right. I'm ready for this conversation. I'm going to be pissing while I listen to the beginning of this. I'm so excited.
So yesterday, there's like
IP2.
The reason I made a tweet.
Yeah, I'm going to bathroom break too. I'm I have my headphones on.
I can hear you.
All right.
Yeah, everyone has wireless headphones. Just taking a leak. Oh my god.
The reason I made the tweet is because I could relate to, like, I felt like I could relate to Chris in the sense where I feel like the same thing, like what they do to him and have fun doing. I feel like that. I mean, I feel like that happens to me on Twitch, and it really angered me because like I know how I feel, and for him, this was on a global scale, right? Because like the amount of people that I saw that believed what was happening didn't even know it was fake stuff. They believed what was happening. That's going to affect him for the rest of his life. There are going to be people for the rest of his life around the world that will believe those tweets. Slasher, you can explain the backstory right now while I take a piss as well with my wireless headphones. Go ahead.
I don't fucking know. I don't give a shit about any of this.
Oh, you don't know? I'll explain it. So here's what happened. So there was
I think someone made up a tweet that he made, I think, saying the N-word. I believe that someone faked a tweet that happened.
So there is this like hate boner for Chris Pratt from all of the fans of the Avengers and stuff. I'm guessing it's because his character like fucks up big time in the movie or some shit. I don't know. Anyways, so they try to cancel him nonstop. And recently a new hashtag started yesterday, rest in peace, Chris Pratt. Basically some tweets from 2012 revealed there was some very like he made some jokes that weren't bad, right? He just said, he made a comment on Miss Universe. They all looked hungry. He made another comment on a made in China pen from Bank of America, which I understand the joke, right? It's Bank of America, but their shit's made in China, right? And people decided to grab those, and then they decided
in context. Think about this. Those are jokes that people on this podcast can make in a split second that would be forgotten about in eternity.
No, but those jokes aren't why this happened. People took those. They said, okay, these are this. And someone decided to Photoshop a tweet of him pretty much saying that he's racist and he said the hard R N-word on Twitter. and they faked these, and they said let's cancel him over these. And they got it trending. They got the pictures trending of the hard R N-word, of him typing it. They got pictures trending of him saying he's racist. They got pictures trending of all this stuff that's completely fake and fabricated. And then they pushed for cancellation for him to get fired and already had a replacement ready to replace him in the movies. And people were having fun with this. They were actually trying to cancel him, actually trying to ruin him. And people found it fun. They found it good. And it was everything that I've been against for the last 5 years. And when I read that, like, it's the exact type of shit that I read about myself on Livestream Fail, right? People would say, oh, well, this isn't actually what happened, but I don't care. I hate that fucker anyway, so I'm going to believe it, right? These are the comments I would read. And I just related to the situation so fucking hard that I decided that, like, I was the only one. I mean, I took a risk because there were thousands of people, I'm sure, ready to turn on me, but I didn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying, action versus talk. It's easy to talk about when to do it, but when all the goddamn shit's against, that's when it really matters if you do it or not. So I made a tweet. I told them all to go fuck themselves, and they're all fucking pussies, because I promise you, if he killed himself over this, the next day they'd all be trying to get some fucking brownie points, even though they were the fucking reason. And I hate motherfuckers like that. Hate them with a passion. Listen, if there's anything I've learned in this fucking world, man, people are just fucking rats. Like, I just can't stand it, being on the side that I am, seeing the world the way it is, and the corner I sit in. It's just shameless. So I made that tweet I made, told all of them to go fuck themselves in the hashtag, and that's what happened. And I find it so disgusting and shameless that that's what we've come down to. A bunch of fucking high-roading piece of shit fuckers that try to do some sort of internet justice to make their lives feel important and valuable and make themselves feel good, and they abuse the system, fabricate fucking tweets, and do this to somebody. These same motherfuckers, they cry themselves to sleep over a rumor some fucking cool kid in school makes to 3 people, and they have the audacity to do this to millions, for the eyes of millions, about somebody else because they don't like them. It's the most hypocritical, disgusting, flawed human being shit I've ever seen. So that's what happened. Does that make any sense?
Yep. I mean, it's going to be crazy when that starts happening to Twitch streamers and YouTubers, like on a huge scale in a few years. Because that exact same shit's going to go on, and it's going to be like mass level cancellations, that type of thing.
Well, it's a good thing.
Am I the only one that doesn't think anything's really going to happen? I totally agree with you, Train. There are people out there that spend all their fucking time on the internet.
At like a Hollywood level, things can happen. Like at a Hollywood level, like celebrities can lose movie gigs and shit. That stuff does happen.
Sure, but from part of me on the outside, also I agree with you, Train, that if we really want to take mental health seriously, we have to consider how these like mass, insane, half fake cancellations or whatever have on people's mental health and how it really can affect them in the long term. I definitely think that's something to address. My personal opinion is Chris Pratt isn't even fucking on Twitter. He doesn't give a shit about any of these fucking things. Nobody actually cares. And that most of the people participating in the hashtag were trying to find out what's happening in the hashtag. That's with every other tweet.
That was my experience yesterday.
Every tweet in the hashtag is people asking why this hashtag is trending, and then everyone trying to explain why the hashtag.
I'll tell you what I saw.
Not because the hashtag's actually trending.
I clicked rip. I clicked rip Chris Pratt, and it was K-pop gifts saying, "Can we replace him?" Looking forward to him being replaced. But I could never see what he did.
It's crazy because I'm happy this is on our podcast. I'm happy this is all recorded, because I promise you, the day this happens to somebody that fits political agendas of some of you viewers that think this is funny, or fits the brownie point narrative of what is cool to defend in 2021, such as a woman or a gay man or anything of this nature, right? Then I promise you motherfuckers say, who gives a fuck? I hate this kind of shit. What the fuck do you mean it's not a big deal? How the fuck do you know how it affects you? I read hate comments all the time. I can do the greatest thing in the world, and I'm still fucking terrible narrative written about me.
Yeah, but why you read that bullshit? If you don't read Twitter, if you don't read any of the tweets, then
no, but it's not about
justifying this because it's not.
But if you're,
it's not about him reading it. It's not about him seeing it himself. It's the fact that he knows it's out there and that there's people like defaming him, right?
Sure, of course. And that's always really shitty when you have people on the internet talking shit all the time. I totally agree. But if you're like an ultra rich person, fucking, I don't care if you're politically on the left or the right. Fucking, why do you give a shit what people are saying about you on Twitter? Unless it's really going to affect your job.
Slasher, because when you're ultra rich, you'll realize why that is irrelevant to the argument. This ultra rich argument, it's an argument given by people who aren't ultra rich. And when they finally get ultra rich, they realize money, it doesn't do shit. Does it make life better? Yes. Does it fix a lot of your fucking superficial problems? Because we live in this capitalistic, fucked up society where...
Well, only up to an extent, right?
Where we can't have basic health care? Sure. Listen, it'll fix that bullshit because our system's flawed. But it doesn't fix anything real. You understand? Half these motherfuckers in chat that truly believe they're going to be happy if Dogecoin hits 10 cents and they finally get $1 million. I promise you.
People will be on the fucking moon if
once they get $1 million, they're going to realize
always hold.
It's not going to fix the hole that's inside of them. It's not going to fix the misery. It's not going to fix the unhappiness. It's not going to fix the void. It doesn't do anything. You understand?
That's true.
Like, it is insane to me how many people justify their shitty actions because somebody is rich, because the 1%, it's their fault. It's ridiculous to me. It is so disgusting to me. Here's what I've learned, okay? I've thought about this for a long time. In every avenue where the people have the power, in every avenue where each and every one of you guys has the power, you elect and do the same things that you complain about having no power over. Let me explain what I mean by that, okay? In every instance where the people, let's look at Twitter, right? Twitter is a place where the power is in the people's hands, right? Now, the people that they say they can do better than the government. The people say they can do better than this current system. People say they can do better than the current justice system. Look at Twitter. Look at what you did yesterday. Look how you're rationalizing it and justifying it. Every avenue that you have every avenue that there's the power to the very people that complain about the system, it's always abused, just like the very corrupt motherfuckers that abuse this current system. Maybe the issue isn't in the system. The issue is in the people. We're fucking flawed. We have fucking issues. How the fuck is what's going on yesterday justified because he's rich? You know how shitty that is for people believing it. Like, it's disgusting.
Shitty on the internet train. You fucking understand this. There's millions of fucking dipshit assholes on the fucking internet that spend their entire lives talking shit to people, trying to cancel people, trying to fuck with people, trolling, griefing, swatting, all types of insane shit on the fucking internet. Okay, all of that is awful. I'm not justifying any of it. I'm not defending any of these fucking assholes, these pieces of shit online. Okay, they're all fucking terrible people. They should stop doing that and do literally anything else with their lives that would be better. I totally agree with you, okay? But it's just knowing this exists and mitigating like the problems that you have. If like,
okay, I want to ask you this.
Make everything better.
I want to ask you this. Slasher, I want to ask this. Okay, here's my issue. This is why I get so upset about today's times. Right? Realistically, politically, I'm pretty much on the same page as the political streamers of Twitch. Right? I believe in free healthcare. I believe in a better education system. I think a lot of the things that operate the way they do in America is fucked up and it's backwards. I think we're socially backwards as a nation, and I think there's a lot of fucked up shit going on. But what I don't like is inconsistency. And let me explain what I mean by that. Let's look at the Johnny Depp situation. How loud were people when the narrative was that he beat his wife? They were loud. They were seeking blood. How loud were they when he lost everything and it came out that he was actually the one that got fucked up? Did they go as far as they did to cancel him, to bring him back up? Did they go as far as they did to fix what they created? No, they did not. That is not consistent of a good person. That is not consistent of the people who claim and think they are good themselves, using a system to seek justice for some sort of selfish, sick, twisted bullshit. If they were actually good, they would have put the same amount of effort tearing him down in restoring him after learning the truth. That's my fucking issue. You understand? That's why I do what I do. And that's why I'm so annoyed of all this bullshit.
Yeah, the The crazy thing too is, I mean, with that, I mean, not like, I mean, it's like you were talking about the whole money thing. It's like if dude gets canceled and like, I mean, if acting is his passion as well, it's like, bro, he literally loses his passion. And I don't think, like for me, obviously, like I'm not balling out of control. And it's like, bro, if I lost my passions in life, that would just be fucking devastating and heartbreaking as well. But I think it comes.
No, I mean, I agree. Like now the line is blurred between people talking shit about you on the internet and then trying to advocate you be fired from your job. And I totally agree that those two are different things, and that if people want to talk shit about you on the internet, fine. If people want to like make petitions to get you fired from what you're doing, that is fucked up. Like, do fucking get a hobby.
But that's
Do
a
fucking
norm now.
anything with your life.
Yeah,
I don't even feel like that line exists anymore.
There's
I don't
no
even
line,
feel like that
yeah.
line exists anymore.
Everybody always tries to go for blood. It's not like, yo, don't do this.
If you did something
it's like-
wrong, you don't deserve to work anymore.
Well, I think, and Slasher, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think what Slasher is trying to say is that there is a difference between like an actual fabricated case. There was wasn't there there was like a famous actor on the flip side, who's the dude in Chicago who like completely fabricated like a hate crime against him or whatever.
Oh, Jesse.
Yeah, I forgot. But like, there's instances like that where something is completely fabricated, people's lives are at stake, things are about to get ruined. I think to Slasher's point, there's stuff like that, or the Johnny Depp situation, which is like, hey, someone's life could be ruined because of this, versus like some fucking assholes on Twitter faked some tweets and shit, and no one really cares. Just let it go, kind of thing. I think maybe that's what Slasher's saying.
No, not entirely. I even think even if you made shitty tweets 10 years ago, no, I don't think you should be fired from your fucking job now. Even if you made stupid, shitty, kind of racist tweets like a year or two ago, no, I don't think people should really be fired in a larger way for your shitty tweets. I mean, look, people should know better and not make stupid, dumb, racist, sexist tweets sometimes. Like, be a fucking not an idiot and do that in the first place. But even if people do that, you shouldn't. Yeah, really, even for real things that happen, people are going way too far with like bad tweets or bad Facebook messages or taking something out of context of like a 5-hour live stream and posting like 30 seconds of it and trying to get people departnered or whatever it is. I mean, yeah, there are justifiable circumstances in some cases, but a lot of the time it's people going insane, people being on the internet and people being addicted to social media and being on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram 8 hours a day makes them bored and insufferable, and they feel like they need to go on a crusade to fix the world, and they just make everything worse most of the time. Yeah, this is a big fucking problem. I agree. It's a big fucking problem. But I'm totally cool with people talking shit about you. You want to just talk shit about another person, fine.
Yeah, but what if they're lying?
Yo, I think we need Will's take. I think we need Will's take.
Give me a Will take. Yeah, I want a Will take.
I think
here.
Will always has such a good balance. I want Will.
Let's hear it, Will.
What? Like, my problem is like people are lying, right? Like people make up stuff about people, and they like turn people out to be like these demons, just like Satan incarnate. I don't know.
That's what I feel like. Will is always so balanced.
Wait, what's the topic? Are we still talking about Chris Pratt?
Yeah.
People internet brigading or like people like doing that stuff in general. I mean, to Esdand's point, I also think people like to box people as like, this is a good person, this is a bad person, and then every single thing they will view through that lens and associate it with them.
So here's my take. I think obviously internet brigading is a bad thing, but I think the interesting thing about internet brigading is more like the psychology around it. And I think that part of the reason that internet brigading has become so popular and why so many people are so willing to tear down a Chris Pratt person is I think Chris Pratt is someone whose life is very like, it's very easy to admire him, right? Like he does have like
that's a lot of it is jealousy, yeah.
Right. Like he does have the drawbacks of being like a very like religious person, and I know some people take issue with that. I'm not one of them, but I know I can understand how that's very vexing with how someone with so much money is still like so pious and faithful and whatever. But I think what it is we live in an era of like powerlessness, right? Like so much of your life now you don't have control over. You won't own, the majority of us watching this right now will never own their own home, right? Which is a reality that your parents never had to deal with. You don't have agency in your life until you have a real job. And now like the likelihood of getting a job that'll last you your lifetime is astronomical. You're going to bounce from career to career. So there's this mentality of powerlessness and depression and all this. And I think internet brigading is like one of those rare instances where you feel like a sense of control, right? In the same way that you breed bad habits with alcohol addiction or food addiction or you know, some of those, it's like a dopamine cycle where you have like a control, you have like a power in your life. And so I think brigading has taken on that element. And I think combine that with the fact that like on the tippy top of the hierarchy of needs is the need for people to recognize you, right? And I think that the brigade mentality, you can almost like attain a level of like fame and notoriety for being the best at brigading or for taking like a really good shot at someone, right? Like when the whole AOC it wasn't even their thing was like trending, which was ridiculous. She was just in like a different building. Like a lot of people gained like a lot of notoriety by like having the best like AOC is
the
Jesse
hottest take.
Smollett. Right, exactly. And so I think it's kind of like so
lame. Who cares?
It's like their 15 it's like their 15 minutes of fame, and it's like a level of control, and also it's like striking back at a system or a person that they admire in a way that it's become like, why should they have a good life? Fuck them.
Yeah.
I'm unhappy.
It's such a fucking cliche, but hurt people. Nobody who's like being obscenely toxic on the internet is just like happy-go-lucky doing it for fun. Like, no, that's coming from a dark, weird place. More often than not, it's sadness channeled into anger.
I that's like the biggest plus one. I actually remember like working. So when I worked at Riot, and I had like my Twitter DMs open, I used to get like DMs from people who would threaten me, like, and like I had people like dox me and and like look up my family, and I had people do like people would like, and this by the way happens like game devs. It's not like Riot, it's like any game devs, right? They get all of this awful shit from people, like really fucked up shit. And at the end of the day, I'm like, man, it was like Sunday at like 2 p.m. Like, man, why are you on Sunday at 2 p.m. so upset that you're messaging a dev on Twitter and like yelling this kind of like people would write paragraphs of just toxic shit. And I'm like, dude, you are playing League of Legends at 2 p.m. on a Sunday and blasting me on Twitter for this. I'm trying to fucking eat my tacos right now. And it's so what Space was saying, like, they've got to be in a bad place that they're doing that.
Yeah.
Like something like a bad game or a bad day on a game can cause you to just lose control like that.
Yeah, if a bad game causes that in you, you need to do some self-reflection.
Look, hey, listen, I'm gonna be honest. I found out you used to work for Riot. You used to work on League. I'm about to send you hate DMs right now, dude. I'm pissed.
Fuck yeah, dude. Honestly, listen,
bro. S-Fan, just say it how it is now. Let's get it out into the raw right now.
You know what the reality of it is? I wish. Here's my biggest problem. Is I wish I could say something back. Because who's the bad guy? If you say something back, who's the bad guy? Because I'll tell you, I can come up with some. Because I played League for a lot of years. Yep. Okay, I'm from the old internet. Okay, I've been playing online games since I'm like 8 years old. Okay, so I've seen some freaking bad stuff. I've experienced, but I can't say anything because if I say anything, then I'm the bad guy, right? Because I'm like,
I'll leak this right here, Esfand. I got you. When I worked at Riot, I was chat banned on my Riot account.
Nice.
Because I did exactly what you said. There was, I remember the game specifically. There was this fucker, this piece of shit, degenerate motherfucker who ran it down bot lane. It was our support, a support Soraka. Piece of shit. Ran it down bot lane, entered the game, and you know what? I didn't say fucking jack shit. I was like, oh, the game's over. Whatever. I'm just gonna, play my 1v1 mid lane. I'm gonna have fun. And I was like, I was chills. This fucker had the audacity to come into my lane and steal my minions, and that sent me over. And I typed to him, and I was like, "You fucking piece of shit! Like you're such." I went off.
That was me, dude.
By the way, yes, of course I got chat restricted. Yeah, system worked.
I don't think
that's my thing. Is like. So.
My problem with the chat bans though on League are I can't really play League anymore because it's not fun for me if I can't talk trash in chat, and like I'm always chat banned. So, and I don't do anything. Here's what you know what else I noticed? I used to get banned all the time. I would get banned so much in League, but I would always get my tribunal report. I'd get my tribunal report and I would go through and I would look at it and I would be like, okay, so what did I do wrong? And it's like, hey guys, we should not have gone to Baron. Hey, next time, help me on this. Hey, I'm gonna come up and just show so that like I can gank better or something. Banned every time. You know what I started doing? I started telling people to like suck my Italian handcrafted cock. Don't cook the chicken if you can't handle the cheese. Like just like I would say like bad things, and then I would go. Those are like the stupidest thing I would say, right? But I would say like bad stuff too. Never banned after that. I would like say bad things, and then I just wouldn't get banned. And then they added in like the automatic system where they would like scan your text, and then I was like, oh frick, I'm done.
I gotta go.
Because like you could tell people like just like you'd say bad stuff before, and just you wouldn't get like people wouldn't care. But as soon as
Oh, Judd, I think Az said he had to head out. Actually,
Yeah,
I need to hear more of this Az fan because I want to hear the rest. But Judd,
I gotta head out because I gotta get stuff ready for 3.0.
Good night, Judd.
All right, see you later.
All
See
right.
you, dude. Thanks for being here, brother.
Really
Have a good
quiet
night,
for
Judd.
some reason. See you, dude.
All right.
Love for Judd. Love for Judd. Judd, we look
Listen,
forward to it, dude.
Judd puts the cunt in country.
Judd's helped so many of the people that are getting hooked up on No Pixel get all set
But
up.
yeah,
my
point
accounts
with
did
the
you have
league
banned?
stuff. Oh,
many
I played on 3 different accounts, but my one main account never like that's the one that one never actually got like permit or anything. But I had 3 accounts that I played on. So
I mean,
I used to boost Elo. Can I say that? Yeah. I used to do Elo boosting.
I don't care anymore.
I used to people would pay me and I would do negative boosting actually. I would tank their Elos for money. Yeah.
You would go into games to lose the. Oh my god.
Yeah, I was really good at that.
So, real quick to jump into what you guys were saying, earlier, someone said, I think it was you, Spaceboy. You said that people don't do it for fun. Is that what you said?
No, I said that on the surface, it's probably just a chill, fun thing they're doing, but there's no like stable, normal, straight-laced person that's doing that. Like that's coming from a weird, dark place to want to fuck with somebody like that.
Well, the reason that I caught that and remember that is because if you scroll through the comments on Twitter, they were all saying how fun it was.
Yeah, but I don't think like very stable people are enjoying it like that. You know what I mean?
Those
Like
are all like weirdos, yeah.
Yeah, those are fucking weirdos. Those are people that are really going through some shit, and for some fucking bizarre reason, unbeknownst to any of us, that's how they're channeling it. That's how they choose to channel it.
Well, Will's comments are pretty spot on.
I disagree with that.
It's a community effort.
Yeah.
I disagree with that. Also, I think your mic's fucked up. But anyways.
Mine?
Yeah, it's better now. I disagree with that because...
Sorry, guys.
I don't think that we can just brush it off by saying they're unstable. I think... Listen. Okay, here's how I can explain this. What if they're normal people that believe what they're doing is okay? Do you understand?
Some of them probably think it's the right thing to do.
What like the reason you label them as unstable is because you have a clear cut, a good moral compass of what is okay and what is not. If there's no one teaching these kids what is okay and what is not, if there's no one helping them understand this, we can't just say they're unstable. They can truly believe what they're doing is just fun, just okay. They have no connection to Chris to understand how he feels about it. So they believe, oh, whatever. It's some rich guy. Probably not even looking.
He's not
at
a real
it.
person.
His fucking journalist probably looks at it. He doesn't tell him. This is fun. I don't think it's unstable people. I think it's people who aren't getting the slap on the wrist from their parents because their parents don't know.
I think it's
but part of the problem is like, okay, their parents aren't going to punish them because like that's very hard for parents to police, especially in this generational gap, right? Our parents didn't grow up with the internet, and so this is like something that they're having to learn, and they're always one step behind their kids, right? It's like steroids. the doctors that are making the steroids are usually a step ahead of the ones that are testing for it, because the ones that are testing for it are usually not as smart as the ones making it. So this is like the internet dilemma with parents. The other thing is it's how we've policed public forums, right? Because 50 years ago, a public forum was you going to your park or like going to an actual cork board in your town and posting shit. And when you're doing that, people are like, hey, that guy's putting a bunch of printouts of swastikas on the town corkboard. That guy fucking sucks. But he wasn't in trouble for it because of like free speech, unless there's like some kind of terroristic threat, blah, 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 blah. But there's no like socialist, or there's no like societal punishment for like posting things on the internet, right? And like the amount of like public space or public forum has blown up like 1 billion times because of the internet. And like, so those like social accountability, those social safety nets of like, oh, that guy's doing a bunch of dumb shit in public, we don't like that guy. It's really hard to police because of the anonymity of the internet.
Yeah, being anonymous is so important and to the heart of the internet.
Yeah.
And you can't turn that off. Like, Facebook is awful, much of it because you have to have your real name on everything you post. The internet would be terrible if you had to use your real name for everything.
Hear me out here. In my opinion, it's all relative, and here's how. Okay? Sure, is anonymity a valuable asset in today's world for each person that's like a whatever? Yes. Is it something that's hard for us to control and punish, or to the cause and effect and consequence? Yes. But here's why it's relative. Okay? Everyone besides us has that anonymity. Correct? Everyone. And there's people here, there's 19,000 people here. All of them, all 19,000, at least most of them.
A lot of people actually
are anonymous.
A lot of people.
They're anonymous, right? I don't believe all 19,000 here are shit, dumbass motherfuckers doing some stupid shit.
I do.
I'll give you an example, okay?
Fuck you, Chad.
Yesterday, there was one individual. She was an 18-year-old chick, and she was saying how fun it was, right? Doing what she was doing because it got her a lot of likes, and she enjoyed it. And then 2 weeks ago, she made a post. Can we get over this cancel culture? This stuff is fucking terrible. It's fucking boring. It's stupid. And then 2 weeks later, she's on this bus, running it, doing the same thing, right? Now, hear me out here. When I made that post and I retweeted her, maybe she got 20 comments from my fan base shit-talking her, right? She privated her account. And what she didn't realize is she just proved my point right there. She didn't know it, but she proved my point. 20 of my Twitter followers decided to say, yo, you're fucked up for doing this. She had to private her account, turn everything off. She couldn't handle it. And she didn't have the intelligence or awareness to realize, holy fuck, this does not feel good. And she still didn't recant her shit. Do you understand?
Do you think it's just a total fucking lack of awareness, like never being mindful of what's going on? And
it's how you're raised. People
dude, like these people don't know how to like raise their kids. Like,
well, I think a lot of it comes down to, like you said earlier, like it's not real, right? Like, and I think a lot of the kids they think they're fighting, like they're not fighting that person necessarily as much as they're fighting an idea and what they think is right, which isn't.
Do? Go ahead, sorry.
I don't know. I was just saying, which I don't think is.
Slasher, by the way, if you want.
I don't think is necessarily right? And then the other thing that's crazy to think about, how many people, isn't it only like 20% of the U.S. population? I get mixed up in this too, right? Because I'll see shit on Twitter and I'll be like, oh my God, this is like the kind of like the populace or like the majority of the population. But I think only, what is it, like 1 in 5 people in the U.S. have Twitter?
That's a lot.
It's a lot.
That's surprising.
Bro, I swear, when I go onto Twitter, I swear everybody has Twitter and they're all fucking stupid.
Twitter is actually still pretty small.
I'm sorry,
Facebook
that's just
is so much fucking bigger than Twitter. Instagram is so much fucking bigger than Twitter. Twitter is still like an insular.
The true thing that makes this what it is it ties in with the anonymity of things. You guys are right. But it's what that anonymity does. The anonymity allows people to justify and rationalize why what they're doing is okay. And I'll tell you why. right?
Well, it allows them to do it without fear, right? Like they're not afraid of anybody seeing.
Have you ever done something when you were younger that was bad, but it was behind the internet, and you told yourself, okay, this is bad, but this isn't me, right? I know this isn't me, right?
I know I've done that.
So you can justify it yourself in your mind. That's what everyone's doing. And since they can stay behind the internet forever, I believe each and every one of them are doing that constantly every day, because they're never going to be reality checked to the point to realize that they are just making up excuses to why they can be shitty without feeling anything. They're brushing off their action as the action of another identity, not their own. Does that make sense? They're not treating the internet as real. That's the problem. But in today's world, the internet is as real as it gets. Everyone keeps saying it's the internet, it's the internet, it's the internet.
Train, the internet for people like you and everybody in this podcast is different for the internet for people who actively like view and browse it, you know?
Not with COVID, I think.
Well, no.
No. He means like they don't like they're not a person of interest, whereas you are.
Exactly. When you're a person of interest, suddenly everything is important. You know what I mean?
Well,
like that. I feel like that's the argument you're trying to make here. Like, sorry, I'm also trying to get No Pixel at the same time.
That's what I was trying to do earlier. To be fair to Train's point, I mean, any number of studies will show that like digital identity has increased in importance, especially with younger, like the younger the generations are, right? Generation Z, digital identity is infinitely more important than generation or than millennials and so it's going to be more important for Generation Alpha when they eventually are on the internet more, right? People's identity and their ties to social media is way more important. The kinds of interactions, right? Like my parents wouldn't really have friends on the internet, but nowadays, like I'm friends with so many people who I've never met in person because I'm playing games with them on Discord all the time, right? I don't think I've met anyone. Like I've been on this dumb podcast, God knows how many weeks. I haven't met any of you guys in person, but I've had like some actually really real talks on this podcast. And that's not just us. It's not just streamers doing that. So many people are hanging out in Discord calls. Dude, there's fascinating stuff even about sexuality on this. The people don't have sex in person anymore. Like young millennials and Gen Z don't have sex in person. They sext or they, FaceTime fuck, whatever you call it. That's actually like the.
Are you FaceTime fucking a lot?
Hey, listen, Slasher later if you want. No, but like, that's like the new way in which people are interacting for everything. Their leisure, their romance, their interest, their time they spend with friends. So if they're always engaging on those systems, to Train's point, all of that stuff starts to matter a lot more. And it's not just the internet anymore.
If you want to look at the significance that social media is having just on how much it trickles into the real world, just look at fucking Trump's tweets with Donald Trump's fucking Twitter. Social media is having such a fucking influence on the real world. There are now there's hate groups that literally formed online. That's still a relatively new concept. Listen, trickling big time into the real world.
I agree, Spaceboy, and I think all I'm trying to say is we need to take it more serious, and there needs to be figures that are willing to stand up for the other side. You understand?
Train, do you think that'll ever happen, or do you think it's just going to turn into Equilibrium, like the movie Equilibrium?
Listen, I started it. I'm going to continue it. I built my brand on exactly this, right? And then we have people on the other side that's perfectly fine. There just needs to be more people that stand up for the unpopular side instead of jumping into the bandwagons. There needs to be that person. Maybe that's why I'm the villain in everything. Maybe that's why. But I'll take that fucking L because there needs to be a motherfucker that's, a little fearless and down to fucking do it. Because it's just getting bad. It's getting real bad. Everyone's down to jump in if they can gain. Everyone's down to jump in if it's the popular, cool thing to do. But no one's willing to jump in if it's
easy
right
to be a
or
normal
wrong.
motherfucker, wake up in your bed with 40 followers on Instagram or Twitter and say, oh my God, this is a horrible person because of this one thing that they did 8 years ago. You know what I mean? When we are all people that make mistakes all the time.
You know what was fucking strange about this? How did people think it took 10 years for someone to unearth this like ultra fucking A-list actor's tweets? How did people think it took 10 fucking years for one of the most famous people on the planet tweets to come out.
Yeah.
Oh my
People
god!
are kinda
I can't
stupid.
believe.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
I agree.
I got him. There, there was one motherfucker who just really didn't like Chris Pratt. He was just like, got him, boys.
Yeah.
Got him. The GC was popping off.
Seer,
the group chat was popping off.
Seer,
They're like,
crazy?
got him. We got it. We got it. We got Chris Pratt.
Seer, what's crazy is this, right? Actually, there's two things I'm going to address. The first thing is I think some Destiny frogs are saying Destiny's the only person dickhead. Why don't you go into Destiny's own clips and see what he says about me? I could have sat there 100 different times, just like everybody else did, flip on him and farm Reddit karma and just have my opinion shit on him. He said it himself. I'm one of the most loyal motherfuckers. I could have shut my mouth and said nothing, but I defend him even when he's wrong, and I take bullets for it. So don't sit here and give me some bullshit, you fucking DGG fucking clowns. Don't give me some shit. I fought for Destiny through thick and thin, even when he was in the wrong. I don't want to hear some trash from you motherfuckers. Second, here's the problem, okay? Seer.
I love these train speeches. It sounds like a really good song.
Thank you.
I love it.
The issue. So I heard a lot of people saying, why are you blaming SJWs? Why are you blaming cancel culture? The tweets were photoshopped by one person that doesn't like them. Yeah, you're right. But here's the problem. The problem is, who is taking those fake tweets and perpetuating the issue? Who's taking those tweets and making it worse? Who's carrying out the false information, the misinformation, right? It's the grand, and it's the majority. It's the general public. And that's my issue. So we can't just simplify the situation and say it's the person who photoshopped the tweets, that it's their fault. The general public needs to have some sort of training or education to know how to detect fake tweets versus real ones and when to act on them.
Train, we got tens of millions of people that believe in QAnon. And the literally insane shit. Fuck Chris Pratt's tweets. We're talking about the satanic Democrats, pedophilia ring, and the fucking
they
pizza
think you
shop.
can buy kids through Wayfair.com, man.
And Trump is actually still president right now.
Heard this?
And there's a shadow presidency, and Trump is really running the country currently, and Biden's going to be arrested soon, and all types of insane shit. There are millions of people that believe that shit, okay? I have no idea how we're supposed to turn any of this around, Trent. Fuck people believing like fake Photoshop tweets. We are so far deep down the rabbit hole of people
you're
insane
right.
on the internet right now. I do not know.
You're right. People need there to be people that stand up and talk against the wrong stuff. There needs to be an oversight. I've talked about this since the beginning. There needs to be some sort of oversight for all of this deplatforming, the platform of cancel culture, the platform for anything. There needs to be an oversight. Otherwise, people do what people do. They abuse it, they overuse it, they misuse it. Do you understand? That's just in our fucking DNA. Do you understand? Like, I really believe that the issue isn't even the system. I believe the issue is the people. The system's fucked, don't get me wrong, but the people running it, it's people, man. People are fucking flawed.
Yep.
And that's the problem, man. And there needs to be an oversight. The problem is, I'm pretty sure the way that this government even started is someone like me saying there's going to be oversight. The problem is, when the oversight's ran by those very people that are just as corrupt, right? Eventually it leads to the same fucking thing. There needs to be an oversight for the oversight. You understand?
Yeah.
Which means we're just forever fucked.
Dude, the worst part is, like, I'll go on my rant and there's people in their fucking chat
Ippy,
saying
dude.
that I'm
Good
crazy
shit.
with the
Let's
bomb.
go.
Yeah. Hey, we're almost back to 10K, boys.
Woo!
Right. Zippy, thank you.
I
didn't mean to cut you off, by the way.
Wait,
Nice.
I with what Slash was saying, I had heard all that. What the fuck? Wait, what was this about Wayfair?
Yeah, man. Okay, so
that's
like
old. That's
one of the big
way
narratives
old,
that
bro.
I haven't
QAnon
heard
had
this.
was that. So okay, this is like a real thing that happened within QAnon. This is like, try and think of this as like a microcosm of the insanity that plagues the QAnon like
So
channels.
this is like
every day.
this is the insanity within the insanity.
Yeah, so this is just like
just
one.
one thing.
This is just like
Just
one
one thing.
like, are you afraid of the dark story from QAnon? So basically Wayfair one day accidentally listed a few items at an astronomical price, right? Which is something that happens on like massive like e-commerce sites.
It happens on e-commerce for gaming companies.
Right.
Literally,
puts
those bugs
an
are
extra 0 or something or whatever. And
the Valorant skins are still on that bug to this day.
Right.
Continue.
Right. So, and in the description of one of the items that was like, it was like a chest of drawers. It was like young Chesapeake drawer, like, you know, or like just like basically explaining the wood. And the theory was that it was overpriced because they were selling children. And the description of the furniture was actually the description of the child you were buying.
No shot. And people believe this.
Oh, it was like a big deal. Like a lot of people thought, well, this is like the first major instance of this was Pizzagate, right? Where
I heard about that one.
Yeah, where basically people were convinced that this guy's pizza store was backdoor selling children. And the problem is the Epstein stuff gave so much fuel to all this, right? Because Epstein got caught and then everybody was like, well, fucking Epstein was doing it, and Epstein was doing it. Epstein was doing some like next level Lex Luthor style bullshit, and it kind of gave credence to all like the tangential theories around like the insane, you know, QAnon pedophilia crap.
And if you've ever, when we're talking about like how it's all, when we're talking about how it's like this niche weirdo culture, like, bro, there's literally even people in chat who are just like, what the fuck is this guy talking about, bro? Of course that was real. No, there's these.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. People in chat are like, Slasher, you fucking left-wing shill.
These people are in all dude, there's gonna be nutty motherfuckers who believe all sorts of insane misinformation from a suddenly unearthed Chris Pratt racist tweet that has no gravity at all to a bunch of other weird shit that has no gravity at all. So how the fuck do we?
If you think Trump and Biden are playing like the movie Face Off and they swap their faces and they're like trading body places, which is what the QAnon.
I'm gonna take his face off.
Like, if you really believe that, I don't know what to do to help you.
Dude,
I don't know if that's possible.
What's really crazy to me is like, and the reason why I was interested in that one, because I actually hadn't heard that, and I'm always interested. I like to find conspiracy theories and like how like crazy and like bad shit they go, but
don't get into.
Yeah.
Oh no, I like to.
That's the thing. They start with an innocent one, like maybe the Earth is flat, and then by next week you're like, why did Biden sniff that person? Like you go down that rabbit hole real fucking quick.
The reason why conspiracy theories are interesting to me are like whenever and this is like a weird thing, the conspiracy theories that end up being true, it's like once in a blue moon, but there are like legitimate conspiracy theories where at the time it is considered as tinfoil hat as other shit, and then it actually ends up being true, and it's really rare. And the one example I will cite, which is, and this is not me like
like the Earth being round, right?
Yeah, the Earth actually is round. No, if you guys and any folks who know a lot about like South Korean politics in the chat, the South Korean President Park, there was this tinfoil hat that the president was part of a cult that did like brainwashing, and that there's actually these like elite billionaires who ran Korea and this other shit, and it ended up like not like all of it, but a lot of it ended up being true, and she had to resign as a result, where she was literally part of a cult that did like fucking like weird like hypnosis shit. It was really fucking weird. That was the only like really fucking deep conspiracy theory that I've ever found that was ever true. Every other one has just been like bullshit.
Well, there was something very similar with like the sex cult of celebrities in LA. What was that? What was the name of their cult? They did a whole documentary on HBO about it, where like the one girl from, what was it, Charmed was the show or something like that. Is everybody spamming OTK as the sex cult? I was looking at chats for someone to help me, and everybody's fucking spamming OTK. God damn it.
It's not. Chat, come on. Let's not joke about these things.
True, especially because I will be speed running my way into OTK here shortly.
Do
you hear about that, S-Man?
I don't think so. I don't think I'd heard about it yet. I mean,
I will be part of OTK at the end of this month.
Wow, congratulations, dude.
I know you think I'm crazy. I know you think I'm crazy, but I'm not.
Dude, I'll also be a part of OTK at the end of the month.
Oh fuck!
All right, I gotta keep fixing my fucking no pixel shit because I can't get into the server.
Mm-hmm.
And just told him if he beats his Mario time.
You guys might have to help me afterward.
Yeah, I will. We'll get.
I can't get in. I'm done.
Did you ever reinstall your game?
I'm not role playing anymore.
Did you ever reinstall your game?
Bro, I have no pixel devs.
Did you reinstall your game
actively
like
helping
Rami
me
told
right
you
now.
to 6 hours ago?
This is why I've been quiet for the last 30 minutes. They're trying to help me. And
When Rami told you to reinstall your game 6 hours ago, did you reinstall your game?
No, but devs told no pixel devs told me not to.
Well, they don't know anything, so it's like whatever.
Yeah. I'm gonna try. I opened 5M to get on, right?
Yeah.
No. You go. No. You go to the No Pixel website and click to launch, and it'll launch 5M from there.
Well, I have to start a Rockstar Social Club thing.
You don't have to do that.
Apparently, you don't have to do that.
You gotta watch that quick little tutorial. That quick little 3-minute video is everything.
One thing I think you might need to do is you might need to play through the prologue.
Yeah, you might need to do that.
Of GTA?
Of Grand Theft Auto?
Yeah, the only reason why is when I was reading the instructions, it said you have to launch GTA, and I assumed it was GTA Online. You can't just launch GTA Online. You have to play through the prologue first. I've played the game. I played the game on PS4 a while ago. I didn't play it on PC originally. Well, I think GTA is a fine game to play on console. Then, right? We're not mad.
Yeah, if you're dumb.
Well, I mean, playing GTA with a keyboard is weird.
Yeah, I'm gonna play the controller.
This one works with it.
Dude, driving with a controller is so much better than mouse keyboard. Mouse keyboard
not this
sucks for controller.
Not GTA 5. Most games, I'd say, yeah, you're absolutely right. Not GTA 5. The vast fucking majority of games, 100%.
Listen, the only time a controller is more dope is if it's in 64. That's it. Everything else fucking blows a big dick.
Did any of you old heads play GTA 2 on the PC way back in the day?
Oh, dude. Yeah, the demo. I could only get the demo when I was a kid, and that was it. It was you'd fire it up, you'd spawn in. There was that blue muscle car that you'd steal right off the rib, drive around.
Yeah, theme song's so good.
There's a mission in the second one where you and I remember that's when I was oh my god, I'm in love with GTA. You steal a van or a bus full of nuns and you take them to a hot dog factory and you pour them all into the hot dog.
Oh my god.
grinder. I was like, this is insane.
I started with 3. I was just I was too young to get into 1 and 2. But
Dude,
3 blew my fucking mind, dude. Just big 3D open world back then.
Dude, the music in GTA games has just been such a vibe. And what I realized is what do we how do we do music for this one?
Just turn down the radio, play your own.
Dude,
in the settings, you just go to music volume, turn it down.
You can't really play around, right?
What do you mean?
With DMCA stuff.
Stuff. Dude, I wish someone's got to figure out how to do a radio station that people can put on while they're playing the game.
Already think there's an in-server radio station run by NRP DJs and I mean, dude, there's such a fucking the server has so much of a music culture. There's fucking Austin Creed, Xavier Woods in the WWE even came on No Pixel and did a song. Fucking Andy Milanakis has done a bunch of music on the server. There's just so many people make music and that it can play on the in-game radio.
Wait, but
dude, some of that shit hits SoundCloud, top SoundCloud shit, right? Remember that?
Yeah. I think the one with Austin Creed got 250,000, I think, online. That's nuts for SoundCloud. Period. Let alone a fucking niche GTA server.
Wait, but I saw someone made a tweet, I think yesterday, talking about how they were speaking to Universal Music Group about allowing specific music from them onto No Pixel.
That's not like just like Universal artists. Like you're not going to be whipping down the street playing Rihanna, but they are a massive library of like they're a massive library of like commonly used movie backdrop sounds. Like movie background music.
Can you mod Did it get approved? Can you mod the radios on?
Why is my social club account specified does not have a valid license to Grand Theft Auto 5? What the fuck does that mean?
Dude, it means you got freaking pirated copy, dude.
Nice one, dude.
What?
Wow.
Dude, you wouldn't download a car, dude. You freaking downloaded.
I bought it on Steam.
You downloaded a game that you would steal cars. Unbelievable.
This is bullshit. You
gotta link your Rockstar account to your Steam account.
Oh yeah, also that'll probably just fix it.
Yeah, Devin, you can since like way back, like the older GTAs, as long as they've been on PC, you've been able to just like put like MP3 files in a folder, and then there's a radio station in the game that's exclusively like your custom songs.
Can they do it server-wide?
There's something like that where like it's a phone app, and you pull up there's a phone app in the game in the server. So you pull up your phone in the server, and then you go to the radio app, and there's music playing like that was made in the server.
Yeah, it's go ahead. Similar layout to Spotify, and it's called Pixify.
Yeah. I forgot that we did the radio for a minute too, and then Pixify launched.
Yeah,
it's literally like an in-game Spotify. It's fucking sick.
There's the radio that Spaceboy was talking about, and then also one of the apps on the phone was called Pixify, and it was like all the like there's so many creative people on the RP server that people are going through and creating music. And I mean, it gets uploaded, and you could listen to it. And I think there were charts too, as far as Pixify. I mean, it's not hundreds of songs, but I mean, there's a decent amount that you could listen to that have some type of lore within the city. Like all the stuff all the stuff on Pixify is a direct result of RP from No Pixel.
Yeah, like a character made a song.
So No Pixel starts tomorrow at 4 p.m. EST, right?
Yes, sir.
So, as much as I'm not tired at all, and I want to keep going, but I feel like because of No Pixel tomorrow, most of you should probably get some sleep.
True.
I got to stream again in like 4 hours because I set up an Among Us group at like fucking 8 a.m. So I have to.
Oh my god!
Are you all set up? Do you have like your?
I don't.
Have you
know.
Okay. I think a lot of us are because like I know Seer and Will literally right now are like trying to get everything set up. I think a few of us are gonna try to. I'm going to try to help get them set up when we're done here.
I'll send a Discord call, and I'll set up my shit with you.
All right, word. Perfect.
Low key, there's a lot I want to talk about still that I feel like we haven't talked about, but
yeah, honestly, yeah.
We'll do that next podcast. Next podcast, we'll talk about some juicy stuff next Thursday.
Yeah.
But I think most of you need to go get your rest.
We're in Christmas Eve mode.
It's a pretty light week considering there's a big launch tomorrow, so it's all good.
Yeah. And then
I'm very excited.
I have to stream again in like 4 hours. And then tomorrow, I guess I'll just do the idea we talked about for me. I'm going to go in there.
Dude, I think that's a legit character.
I think you're going to kill it.
Dude, I'm jealous. I need to find that, like the character and the energy you had for that. I need to find that.
You got to have that aha moment.
Saves?
No, definitely not.
All right, well, guys, I'll see you guys in GTA No Pixel tomorrow. I'm going to be the degenerate gambler.
Hell yeah.
That's also a werewolf late at night. And hey,
with the mask.
Yep. Wait, how do I get the mask? Do any of you know?
You buy it in the store.
Yeah. No, you can you can just you just customize your character and go through the masks, and that's that. It's in there.
All right, sweet. So tomorrow I'll see you guys in that world. I'll be here in Discord to set up GTA No Pixel.
Yeah, let's do it.
Guys, please show some love to Spaceboy, Trav Piper, Slasher, Will Neff, EsdandTV, Blastoise, Seer, and Devin Nash. Great fucking show. I fucking love you guys.
Shit.
It was really fun.
We'll see some.
You're right. There's a lot more we could talk about too. It's just
yeah.
We're going late.
Loaded next time. Yeah.
We'll see some of you next Thursday. And we'll continue to talk about some other shit.
Good night, everybody. Good night,
Good night, guys.
Just
Good night.
Just stay in this Discord call with me and set stuff up, and I'll be here in a sec. All right.
Oh,
all right.
Thanks,
wait,
man.
I'm gonna be down to hang out a little bit. I'm still streaming a little bit.
I can host.
I'm still streaming.
Are you gonna continue?
Yeah, I'm gonna go for a little bit more.
All right. I'll shoot you a host. All right.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, dude.
Love you guys.
All right.
Thanks, man.
Everyone.
Bye.
Peace.
Bye, Chad.
Good show, guys.
Good night,
Thanks for being here.
Chad.